We are in session 4 of our campaign in Yandala world. Today we have, to my right,
Cree.
Oh, yeah. Cree, a.k.a. Chris, a.k.a. Bane the Butcher.
a.k.a. Bane the Butcher. Okay. Next to Cree we have
Kair, also known as Relic the Engineer.
all right.
He's actually not the relic, he's like off to the side.
After Kair we have
Steve, also known as Maverick.
Maverick the Mercenary.
Yeah.
The Marauder.
The Marauder. It's
The
probably
Master.
better.
Oh, wait.
Let me check something real quick.
Draven, also known as Skalrin.
Skalrin the Assassin. Okay, that is our squad here today, and you have myself, the Game Master, aka Anthony, aka Mr. Wonderful.
Neglected the Nick.
And we are missing Nick, who is played by Ryan. So hopefully you get a chance to hear this, Ryan. We do miss having your character in our presence. You, not so much. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Or are you?
I heard Seacrest was the better Ryan.
And without Ryan, you actually lose 2 really great party members. You lose Nick, and you lose Nick's companion, Lily. So that is going to be interesting, especially what I have planned today. So hopefully nobody dies. That's what we hope for.
Let's go for round 2 with survivors this time.
All right. Now, if we remember from last time, where we left off, there is a huge encounter with a race that the halflings have never seen before, Dragonborn. These are half dragon, half humanoid creatures. Their scales are black, and they all claim to be children of the black dragon Balzar. They seek revenge for the murder of Balzar by the hands of Yandala's warriors. And now they seek to annihilate the town of Glory, the Garden of Glory, I believe. They want to destroy the great city, which they've named the Garden of Glory, as revenge. And they want half of the population. So they're out for blood, and the warriors of Yandala, they don't seem like they really want to comply with that. But they gave them a week to make the choice: either have 693 heads of their people to present, or face death. And everyone dies, and they will all be murdered and massacred, and there will be nothing left. So there was weapons that they've never seen before. There was magical, it seemed like firearms that casted spells and completely destroyed one of the companions, named Pinecone, which was a really loyal goblin, and he was very loyal to Relic, who was not present during that time. So that will make things interesting. When even though Kair already knows about it, the interaction that he'll have with the party later will be very interesting. I know Kair's been prepping for that, so that'll happen very soon. Also, there's a mystery. Why were some spells unable to be casted? Why were some spells able to be casted? We're going to be finding that out today. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start off. So these guys just went through the portal that they created. It seemed like they used probably a plane shift spell or something that would cause them to be able to jump from one location to another, and there's nobody there left. There's just ashes of your companion, and I'll grab something. But I was thinking maybe in an hour and a half we could pause for food too if we need to. But you guys are welcome to get food. So what do you do? We'll just go around the table, and obviously you're not right there at the moment, but they will get to you, and then you will, of course, be there. In the time being, though, if you wouldn't mind handling Nick's character, you probably don't have to do a lot of rolls. Or actually, I have it here.
Okay. I'm gonna try my best Ryan impression.
There's Nick and Lily. So right now, temporarily playing the part of Nick and Lily will be Kair.
Look over and go, holy shit, Nick, did you see that? Oh, yeah. There we go.
Nick is blind, for those of you who forgot. Okay. So we can go around table. Scouring. What's going on in your mind?
I'm just, Pinecone died, but didn't really care for him.
Oh my. Alrighty.
What matters is my survival.
Now, he didn't just kill Pinecone, he's threatened all of your people also.
That makes me a little mad, but we're gonna get it, so.
Alrighty. Okay, Maverick?
My feeling is that we should not let our people these people be killed. Stand and fight.
Stand and fight. Okay.
Not just because of the character, but that's just the right thing to do.
Maverick, you got a good point, bro. I couldn't slam them. And I couldn't see if they had a cock, or I'd have cock punched them for sure.
Their species was foreign to me, so I didn't know what to do to counteract them. It's just unforeseen, both in terms of figuratively and literally for me. I will need each of you to describe them, how they acted, and what they looked like to me.
Also, there is Dandelion. I don't know who we're facing. These are the children of Balzar, but the weaponry and technology, and I don't know what they did to make it so we couldn't cast spells in this area, but without my spells, I'm useless to you. I was willing to kill one of them on the spot, but I couldn't cast a single spell.
Well, the fact you were able to kill in the first place shows that you are just more than your spells. You can help us greatly in this time of need. We need to protect our people. We need to save them and make sure this race of creatures doesn't slaughter them all.
I mean, when you think about it, I technically killed one.
So,
Everybody looks around like, really like, remember they spit acid in her face? Because, didn't she? Remember? Okay, they killed one of their own. But I caused it.
Yes. They're ruthless. They're willing to kill their own and for a mere argument's sake. We have to figure out how they stopped our spells. Because if they did it once, they'll do it again.
well, we know they shoot acid, from what I've heard, and that's just, we don't know how to fight that as well yet, so I feel like me and my students can figure out some kind of herb or some kind of natural item we can use to counteract any effect, or even make some kind of immunity towards
The acid.
acid.
That sounds pretty good.
Doesn't Ryan have, or sorry, I can't do the right character.
No.
Nick?
But doesn't he have something that helps counteract acid?
What I think he has is something that helps with wounds and it can like cure it, but I don't think anything that counteracts and creates an immunity for acid.
Okay.
I don't think any of us have immunity to acid, do we?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Of course, I've got like sickness and stuff like that, but that doesn't With acid.
Acid immunity, you need
There's a
different race.
Not
Yeah.
Dragonborn.
Immediately, Dandelion casts create water, and nothing happens. Even a simple spell is unable to be casted here. What is it? I wish we get some guidance here. We have to look around the area.
Yeah,
If
for
they
sure.
if they've been here before, they know that there has to be something.
Maybe, because we've seen them have rifles, maybe they have some sort of contraption that can also stop magic somewhere.
Magic dampening device of some kind or siphoning. Do they steal the magic?
You may be onto something, Scourin. Let's all try to spread out in the area. We can't dally. We have to warn our people, but we need to find this out as well.
I'm gonna help Nick go over and take samples of the acid and stuff from the destroyed body from the movie.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Bane. I'm gonna send Lily to sniff around, see if she can find anything abnormal in this area.
Sure. How far of a radius do you guys want to pan out, so to speak? Like
25 foot, right?
25-foot radius?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys spend some time. You're going to need to do some perception checks to see if you're able to find anything. Depending on what you're now, where do you plan on looking specifically? And that can help you with your rolls a little bit.
Since I'm by that body checking it, I'm gonna check inside the building, inside the church.
Okay, so you check in the Yondalis temple. All right. Where are you gonna check?
I'm gonna try to climb up on it and look around for a,
An area
better
view.
perspective.
Sure, no problem. You can just give me a couple climb checks. It's not gonna be as hard because you're
7
taking your
plus
time.
14.
Yeah, do one more for me.
5,
Nick, you
14.
should probably.
All right. Yeah, no problem. You take your time getting up there, but you get up there.
So Nick, you should probably take some bird's eye all the way up to where they were at, because they could have been casting something up there or placing something.
That's a good idea. So
We found out that we can make floating masses like those things the goblins used. They may have something like that up there with something on it.
okay. Well, while I'm flying up there, getting a view, I'm going to have Lily just maybe sniff around, see if she can find any other different scents rather than acid and dragonborn, right? Dragonborn
Sure.
bodies, so we can get any other clues. So,
Good
compared to
call.
a bird.
Is I'm gonna go kind of a little bit out of character, but I'm gonna start grabbing some plants
Okay.
and see if that might be something that that might become useful. Where if they can figure out what the acid is, maybe turn it into like an anti.
So you're collecting known herbs.
Yeah,
Okay, that sounds good.
you know, it's a lot of characters, but
As a warrior, he would have learned natural triage, which means he would know what aloe and stuff like that does. And being a general, he's glad to have some medical knowledge.
This is Brian's.
Okay. So everybody, give me a perception check, and how much time do you guys want to spend doing this?
I'm going to spend half an hour in the sky. I turn into a bird to go look up there.
Okay, so you can do the bird check, no problem.
Perception.
Perception, yeah.
40.
Okay. Everybody else?
16 plus 11.
Let's see. that would
7.
be 23.
at 18.
18. Not
And
bad.
you want
Not
me to-
bad, guys.
For Lily as well.
Oh yeah, do one for Lily because she's scanning the air.
14, that's it. 23.
23. Okay. After taking about half hour or so, you don't notice anything in Yondalis temple, but from the sky, you notice some runes on the ground that look kind of unfamiliar, like they're almost in the shape of little pyramids, like this, like a 3-sided pyramid. And you notice them kind of spread out, one in the north of you, one kind of in the east, one kind of in the west, one kind of in the south. And Scourin, you kind of notice them too. And Maverick, as you are looking through, you're looking at plants and stuff. You're like a few feet away from one, close enough to walk up to it and grab it.
So I'm gonna go reach up and grab it.
All right. As soon as you grab it, you get, you feel a little shock. You take 7 points of electricity damage.
Does he move it though?
What's that?
Huh? Your
Life
HP.
points.
Your
Hit
HP.
points.
Oh, I got plenty of those.
Well, you take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Remember, write it in the temp.
You said one to the north, the east, and the west, correct?
Yeah.
This should be Kapachi.
Okay. You want me to get the door?
It might not be, but it might be.
Check the people. Pause for a second. Okay, so you grab the pyramid pillar thing on the ground. It's about probably only like 2 feet tall in height and width and length. So it's not really it's not that big, but it's something that you probably have to pick up with like 2 hands because it's not moving though. As soon as you grabbed it, it just shocked you. But once you step around it, you feel like, well, you're not a spellcaster, so you won't feel anything. Yeah, you don't feel anything.
The evil bastard.
Yeah,
The distant bastard, more or less.
but you do feel shocked, and maybe you yell out a little bit or something because it surprised the hell out of you. You guys hear him yell.
I just fly back down, wondering what the hell was that.
I'm making a bank account tomorrow, so once I get that wisdom saving.
So of course I get back to the ground. I try to find Lily, get her, and then I, of course, run toward noise because a shot in my ears.
Yeah.
So I go see what the problem is
All right.
and see nothing really. But I just get down there and try to see if somebody can help me get over there. What it was.
Okay. Anybody else head that way?
Towards the screaming maverick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna go towards the ruin stuff I saw.
Do you go towards him?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody gets over there, and you're all there. What do you do?
What'd you do, old man? Get a hernia?
He's talking to you, Steve.
Maverick! Did you get a hernia?
Yes.
Here, I'll get it. We'll walk over to it. Look
I
at
can't seem to lift this for some reason.
Okay.
Match reduction. I'm starting looking down at my hands. I'm remembering all my training, all my stuff. I'm looking at going, oh, what the hell? And I'm going to grab at the base of it and start trying to lift it out.
Okay, you grab it, you take a bit of a shock too. 4 points of electricity damage.
Here you go. You gave it to Steve. He was using it.
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to have some Lily guide me over to it and see if I can put my hand on top of it, see if it does anything.
Dandelion rushes over there as this is going on too. So what are you all doing? What is this thing that you found?
Dude, it tickled.
We don't know yet. I'm going to see if I can figure anything out by placing my hand and sort of scanning it, sort of.
He's going to detect that one shit on it.
Okay.
He's gonna detect flamboyance. Yeah, that's what it's called.
So you just put your hand over it?
Yeah, see if I can sense any magic coming off of it.
Well, you don't sense any magic while you put your hand over it.
So I'm going to just put my hand on it.
You put your hand. Are you touching it?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Figured.
You take 11 points of electricity.
Son of
damage.
a
If he goes to
bitch.
get shocked, I'm gonna grab him. Because I know it's gonna shock him. I wouldn't want Nick to get hurt, so I'm gonna try and ground myself so
Actually,
I'll get the damage.
you're a wizard, huh? You're gonna take.
He's a druid. My character's the wizard.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay, so
How much would my wizard have taken?
Yeah, you would have. It would have been double that.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I would have had it times 2.
So what happens when I ground him,
When you grabbed who?
Nick? Because I knew it was gonna shock him, so I grabbed him and tried to stop
Oh,
him.
you grabbed him. Nothing.
You get shocked too.
You just grabbed him, and he's like, "Whoa."
So what I wanted to do was pull out my knife, which has a rubber handle, and then I kind of touch it to it, since the knife is metal and the handle's rubber.
Okay. You see a shock of electricity, but your rubber it acts as a ground, so you don't get shocked. But electricity does spark when you touch it.
I'm gonna tell Nettlebank to do it again.
I don't trust you at all, and I'm gonna take 2 steps back and hand him a knife.
Okay. You hands
He
him.
hands me the knife.
Yeah.
First
I'm gonna go-
mistake.
You're 2 steps away, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go. So, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder.
I'm gonna be careful for the knife.
I'm
'cause I already
gonna
know.
take the knife and start going towards the stone for a minute
Mhm.
and lightly see if it sparks.
It does.
I'm paying attention.
This is all I wanted you to do, bro. Just keep doing this to see if it like make the electricity go. Just keep going like this. And
I'm
keep
gonna, like-
moving it up and down.
I'm just gonna jump
Just, like,
back away from
not
him.
scratching it, but just like wavering it to see if anything like lights up or any runes or wrote carved into it really deep.
You just see the sparks fly. You're not able to see any of the runes or anything. While Dandelion's there, he tries a shot at it. Allow me. He casts detect magic on the device, and he feels nothing. He doesn't feel like he can even cast a spell. He's like,
Go on the other side of it, bro. Go on the other side, and I'll keep scratching at it, making the spark, and you see if it shows magic.
he does that. He goes, it's like, that's a great idea, Bane. Why don't I try that out? He goes around, and he's able to cast a spell, and he feels this. It's like an anti-magic. It's the complete opposite of what he's used to feeling when he detects magic. It's almost like something that is a void of magic, or at least absorbs magic. Even while casting the spell, he feels kind of like energy trying to leave him. This is some sort of anti-magic device.
So it's like not magic. So it's like draining it or something.
Yes.
I'm gonna start poking it with the knife to see if it's chipping.
It doesn't chip, but it keeps it keeps sparking every time you do it.
How many of these are there?
I believe Kair noticed 4 of them.
Yes.
Well, I got shocked, but I was able to move it, wasn't I, or no?
It didn't move. It didn't move. Whatever it is, it's really stuck in there. And somehow, you look at it for a minute, and it has like kind of a small layer of moss slowly kind of growing on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking that knife and digging at the edge of it.
So this is something that's been there for a while. You start kind of digging at the edge, and if you dig for a little bit longer, you might find
I'm
something.
just gonna keep digging.
You notice that even though it's shaped like a small pyramid, apparently this thing goes further into the ground than what was expected.
So it's like it just stops in that one shape and continues down. Like
Yes.
like a monument.
Right, like some sort of pylon or a pillar. This thing kind of goes far into the ground.
Does anybody have a shovel? Might be able to dig this to find the.
Dandelion,
Find
do
it
you
in
have any magic that can make maybe the sand go up when you're on the other side of it?
That's a good idea. I don't have any of those spells
I got
prepared.
this. I got this. I got this. I'm gonna just start digging a trowel line. Like just create water over top of it. I'm just keep digging a trowel line to drain it off.
That's a great idea. We could probably speed up the process if Nick, maybe you transformed into a badger or something that is really good at digging.
Honey badger, yo. Honey badger. Straight up honey badger, bro. Honey badger. You don't give a about that electricity. Be a honey badger.
Or if you even had a move earth spell, or
I can't read this spell for shit.
Nick is having a hard time remembering his spells. So as he
Can I say what's pretty beautiful?
Wait, who am I?
These don't work with one anymore. I need new glasses.
Nick can read his own writing. It's coded.
I applaud him.
Let me take a look.
That was a good one.
Summon monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or yeah, you could even summon. You could summon some other creatures.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Dig into the ground.
It's a happy girl. It's about a V8. I would like to be part of these. It's just I don't even know when I get off from work. I got off at 6:20, man. It just sucks. Like,
You leaving us?
yeah.
People doing the workers storm.
All right, Nick is taking a moment to prepare his spells. Lily, while you're doing this, Lily just kind of starts digging at the ground, kind of instinctually. Even though cats aren't really known for that sort of thing, she's trying to be helpful.
I can summon the
Nature's
dog.
number one, too, yeah.
Would thief tools include anything for digging?
No. Thief tools would not have digging tools.
What I'm thinking is if anybody has pen and paper, if they can go around the spire and if there are any runes or like symbols on it, they can write it down on whether it's on a side facing the north, the south, the east, and the west. So we could pair it with the shrines I saw in the sky.
Okay.
So since he's busy stabbing it, Nettlebane, right? It's Nettlebane. Do you have a pen and paper? Do you have any sort of thing you can write with on you currently?
I have.
It's been a while since Nick's done any writing.
I mean, I have some water skins, but that's not going to do
He's
anything.
blind.
Maverick, I don't suppose you have anything on you. I don't suppose you have anything on you to write with, do you?
I think I might. Let me check.
Yeah, he's gonna summon nature's ally and start digging, but he's gonna cheat. He's gonna use snakes so they can just go down the sides of it.
Okay.
They're probably faster than
I
magic.
have a halfling that you can use to write on, but I don't have anything to write with.
Okay.
Okay, we could use the back side of that paper. If only we had our fearless leader relic with us.
We all chuckle. Yeah, I've got some parchment scrolls.
I feel sorry for Relic.
Here. You can have these document scrolls. I throw them to you. You unroll it, and you see it's the one that says "I'm a free halfling."
I see it.
Yeah. Nick doesn't see it, but everybody else sees it. It's the documents from being a free halfling.
Oh, right.
Here you go.
Well, Bane, after you're done throwing stuff at me, do you have anything to write with on you? I don't suppose.
I can do this. I'm gonna take the flint stone, the sharpening stone I got, and I'm gonna file around on the tip of it, make a point,
Okay.
almost like a lead piece to it. You can use this. Just be really careful. You got to go at an angle with it.
Okay. Thank you. And
And when you're done, if we don't like it, you just strike it, and poof, it's gone.
all right, Nettlebane. I got this scroll from
Flint. There we go.
Bane, paper from Maverick, and also something to write with. If you could do me a massive favor and go around the spire, write down if you see any runes or incantations, what they look like, and tell me, and write down above them if they're facing the north, the south, the east, or the west.
All right, then. I'm going to take the stuff and I'm going to begin, looking around.
All right. Very carefully. You don't have to roll for them. You don't have to whisper.
So yeah, I'm digging with the dragon scales from.
Okay.
Lazard. Just kind of.
Dragon
gonna use these. Just dig
I'm
those
just
through.
gonna summon 2 dogs to help us dig, as well. One.
They get to start digging. This thing is really far in there. They've already dug in the few minutes that they've been digging, about a couple feet,
Okay. Thank you.
and it's still in there. There's still more of this pillar, even after digging like a couple feet now. And they're just digging away at it. They're digging, and they're still there. There's still more of this thing.
Can somebody shoot magic at it and kind of get like an idea of what it might be underneath that?
Dandelion, he casts a magic missile at this thing, and the magic missile actually misses. It goes right towards it, and it just veers off in the other direction. And Bane, you're gonna have to do a dodge, otherwise it's gonna come at you.
7 with a reflex of +12.
Okay, so you jump out of the way, but the thing was going right for you. It's like, oh, sorry, Bane, I didn't mean that. I was aiming for the pillar.
Trained warrior here. It's all good. I
So
like being put on my toes. You know?
That's insane. Magic missile never misses.
maybe it repels magic.
It must repel things like magic and somehow absorbs them. We have to take at least one of these things to study it.
Need to find the
To make a good weapon.
If there is,
If it had batteries, then would it be considered an energy core type thing?
that's a good point, Maverick. It may have some sort of energy core powering this, but this is technology I've never seen before.
I'm gonna yo, fuck it. I'm gonna step back, use a key point, and just flurry of blows at this shit with my stone hands. Just
You start hitting it. All right. You're gonna take some damage first. Well, actually, roll for your damage. You don't have to roll for attack. Roll for damage because it's an inanimate object.
I got big fists now. They're D10s. So
All right, do your thing.
and my flurry of blows plus. Why don't I have a D10?
Hey, Papa.
You need it. How many do you need? You need another one?
Here,
Yeah. And
How many is my
it's
flurry
not
at
mine.
right now? It's what? You know what? Let's just go with this. 10th level.
All right, so
Flurry, I'll get 4 of them.
Bane is gonna give it a
So
shot
5
with
total
his
with my-
flurry of blows. Go ahead.
So 7, and it's got what finesse to it? Yeah, plus 5.
So
So plus 5 to each one of these.
That's
right now for me.
13. So you're at
Okay,
13.
I will.
There's 5 of them total. Because I use the key points.
So
So the
12.
first one's
It's a plus 5. 7 plus 5.
Yeah, so he gets the 12 first hit.
8 plus 5.
13, 7, 8, and 12. Now we're going to times that by 2. So 24, 26, 14, 16, and 24. Because it's an inanimate object, so you get automatic crit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you deal all this damage to it, and with each blow you're striking this thing, it starts lighting up like you're hitting some sort of force field. Like now, for every hit, you're gonna take 2d6 of damage though. So 11,
Give me a total right now.
5, so 16 is the total currently. 21. 27, 37, one more, and 45. You take 45 points of damage going at this thing.
3 left.
God.
Are you so shit?
I'm gonna just leave my butt. A little winded.
As soon as you do this, like you gotta like take a knee for a second. Like this thing like zapped the crap out of you, and you're just like
Nick, you got good berries?
Yeah.
you are
I'm a
stunned.
little hungry. That's all. Just hungry.
You are all this electricity damage also has left you stunned for a moment, so you won't be able to try something like that for a little while.
Oh yeah. Common sense is
Yeah, you.
But this thing is
Give them to you?
good berries. You gotta cast for them.
I do have to cast, right? Yeah.
it's like a level 3 or 2 spell. Which
It's on the list.
Yeah.
as this thing lights up with every blow, it after the last hit that you gave it, there's a big like light that shines off of it, and then it just powers off. Now it doesn't seem to be generating anything.
It's still attached.
It's still in the ground, but it's not generating any sort of
Then
thing.
try using any sort of magic inside it.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Hey Nick, give me some good berries.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
standing beside me inside the thing. Cast good berry.
Yeah, I cast it.
Nick had no problem casting earlier.
Oh yeah, true. Because this is nature.
But Dandelion, he casts a spell. He just does a lightning bolt right on the pillar, and it lands right on the pillar. And the lightning bolt acts. Well, not the lightning bolt, but the pillar acts as a conductor for the lightning bolt, and it strikes and it goes right through the earth and it separates a little bit of the earth. So now it's a little more movable.
So
Nice.
2d4 berries each cure 1 HP. So yeah,
Wait,
actually
what
you
kind
use
of like what earth was
So do you roll?
Because that could
And
I rolled them
The
right.
thing that any earth that is surrounding the pillar, it's a little bit broken up.
4.
So now it seems movable, and it was vulnerable to magic.
So 8 hit points.
Yep.
I can't even taste them. My tongue is so numb.
Yeah, you're a little stunned from that, but it seems like you could do something with it now. You might be able to pick it up. You might be able to move it.
You want me to reach over and grab it? See what happens?
Somebody touch that thing for a minute. Make sure it's not going to shock me.
Now I'm
You
gonna
see-
put my hand on it.
You put your hand on it. You feel no shock.
All right, move. I've been wanting to do this since I first seen this damn thing. I'm gonna walk up like I'm squatting down behind it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slam it backwards and plug it hole.
Give me a strength check.
Nettlebane, did you find any?
10 plus 3.
Yeah, you wrote down
13.
some runes on there.
10 plus 3.
Okay, so
I'm a little bit.
lift
Thank
this thing out of the ground, and as you continue to lift it, this thing was seemingly in the ground about 5 feet.
Oh yeah, does it clear the ground?
Yeah, this thing, and then it just falls right behind you.
One down.
Go.
We're good.
3
I'll
more.
just shake my head and be like, now I need to dive off of somebody
Yeah.
about this thing.
She should just not be thawed enough, or jellied enough now.
All right.
Now, as you have a good look at this thing, there are runes drawn or written, and inscribed all down the entire pillar.
Oh wow.
Like, this thing is like,
You have a room?
whoever set this up, it's been here.
I'm gonna be like, all right. So great idea, Nick. Even though you have the parchment and the makeshift lead, we should probably let Nettlebane be the one to copy him, considering he's such an artist with his daggers that his penmanship is probably square on like a swordsman would be.
Dandelion, he's like, yes, that's brilliant. I have to record this as well.
If we also want to let Nick figure out what it was, maybe I could just scribble over it. That way it gives it a texture.
You'll write it down, and Nick, you can just fan hand across them because it's not going to shock you now.
There we go.
Great idea.
I'm gonna begin writing all the ruins, and
You can
What the hell? I thought you were doing that this whole time.
I was.
Well, now you were in there when I said it. When he pulled this thing out of the ground, there's runes inscribed all the way from the top of it down the bottom, and this is
Okay.
a 5 foot long
Yeah, straight
pillar.
Okay.
Straight
I
up
heard
starting.
you slam me. I didn't. I thought, okay.
Straight up starting.
I take back what I said.
Well, if it was originally 2 feet long, so in total it's 7. Like, it's a 7 foot tall.
5
thing.
foot in, 2 foot up.
Yeah,
Okay.
this thing was ridiculously big.
Which for this 3 foot tall guy, yeah.
Yeah, this thing is
It's a
way
good thing I
taller
squatted down, right? I never cleared the hole.
Yeah.
What she said. Hey.
than
Face palm.
face palm.
David's like, what's this?
No,
mean?
not yet. Thank you, though. So excellent work, guys. Excellent work. You have your pillar. I don't know what you guys want to do with it.
I'm gonna take up my bedroll, put it on it, and just lay down on the damn thing.
Sure, like
Look, this is how many fucks I give about this thing. Ugh.
now this whole ordeal that you guys gone through is probably taking you a couple hours. It took you an hour to find it, probably an hour to deal with this. So 2 hours have gone by.
Yeah, I'm just stabilizing myself for a minute.
Hey, it'd probably be a good idea for him to try and read it when you're done roasting.
Here, I'm gonna see a place with the spot where there's no runes near the bottom. I'm gonna see if it's weaker than the top and kind of try to chip at it.
All right, you chip at it and you notice it's kind of about the same integrity all the way through.
Alright.
This is like solid craftsmanship. If you give a good perception check, you can maybe tell what this thing is made out of. Yeah.
While you were in there, he's resting on it right now, but you might be able to decipher the runes.
That is
Okay.
18.
This is made out of pure obsidian. It is a glossed over stone. It seems like there was a glaze coated over it, and all of the runes were inscribed by hand. This is a masterful work, piece of well, a relic, if you will.
I'm gonna look at the paperwork that Scholar has,
Okay.
and I'm not a magician, but just for the hell of it, I'm gonna just start carving on one of those dragon scales.
Sure.
And try to carve all of it into one.
I'm gonna start telling them about the other not ruins, the other like structures I saw
Mm-hmm.
around while I was flying.
Maybe it's a dragon.
Well, it seems by removing this one, we have deactivated the other three. It seems like it was a nexus that was created a magic immunity.
It's like when those people do the magic barrier and they all stand in a certain area around each other.
If there was 4 pillars, maybe the middle has something in it. Could always be something.
It's true. Perhaps the middle is a power core, like Maverick had said earlier.
Sounds good.
Or you can, when you're checking the runes, you can see if maybe there's an area in the pillar where there might be a power source.
How long do you think it takes them to carve these on this?
They're masterful. They're masterworked. Like this was done. Like the amount of time it takes them, it's hard to tell. But you know, this is not a shoddy job, and it was not something done in a couple hours. Like they had some of the best artists and the best calligraphers to make sure that this was done properly. Like even one rune out of place or miswritten or miscarved could make it completely inert and unaffected.
So I'm just carving a little bit, and I'm sitting there thinking like, "Hey, Dandelion,
Yes, Bane, my
I'm gonna
friend.
take over this carving because it's kind of like a little shoddy on my end."
Sure, I would love to. He starts doing the carvings on the scale that you've given him. Like, man, I think we're up against something that we're not expected. If they have any more of these, or if they have the opportunity to set these around our hometown, half of our forces will be completely useless.
I'm gonna punch the shit out of them if they do. Well,
At least you know how to deactivate it now.
Yes.
no, we do, but we don't. We really don't know why I was able to do it. Using the monk and that shit.
Yeah. Enough blunt trauma, or perhaps it took so much damage it has a limit.
That's why mages always need to be trained in some sort of combat in case this happens.
Listen, it's
Very
never
good
bad to have a cane sword.
That's right.
So what else would you guys like to do after you've completed this?
All right, guys. It looks like we gotta find a way to drag this bitch to the house.
I think we need to pull the other 3 out.
No. This one probably works like a keystone. We need to see if there's a, like you guys said, a power source thingy. But either way, if we drag this thing out of the way to where they can't put it back, it's gonna at least nullify this one, you'd think. Because it's not like they're gonna carve another one of these in an hour and drop it back in on us.
Does
Yeah.
anyone
Good point.
have a spell that could make this somewhat lighter?
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh wait, now it's just a stone, right? Do we need it or do we need pieces?
I think it'd be best to have the whole thing intact.
I agree with Nick.
Oh.
What
I guess we need to drag
in the
it.
area around? Is it like a wooded area, the trees around, or is it like a
Yeah,
bare?
there's trees around.
Okay. What I could do is I could summon a horse and have you guys cut down different trees and start carving those and mending them into a carriage, or not carriage, a cart that we can start carrying all these runes on.
Well, you guys came in a carriage with some horses.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes. Unless, oh yeah, you weren't there. Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys had some horses come and pulling you, and they they freaked out when the dragons came, but they're still around somewhere. I'm sure if you called them, they'd come back.
Yeah, we should
Oh,
probably. Yeah.
were the pillars taken out? Is there anything in the hole?
So
You can take a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of look down cautiously.
You look down, you don't really see.
No, what's the
anything.
spell I have?
Just some shifted earth
I don't
Well,
know.
he has.
and ground.
Scouring. When you were up top, what did you see?
I saw the ruins.
And what about you, Nick? What did you see from above?
I saw different ruins similar to Scarring. They were each centered in the north, the south, the east, and the west. So,
So if you were to fly back up, do you think you could give us an accurate location in the middle?
yeah, I think I should be able to determine and deduce how far it is and where it is.
We should probably do that. It's probably a water blow.
It is.
All right, so that sounds like a thing then.
So
And
do it.
in the meantime, me and Maverick's just gonna drag this thing a little bit away from this hole.
Yeah, fly up and see if I
Does
can.
that sound good, Maverick?
That works.
Yeah, we're gonna just drag this thing at least 25 feet away from that hole.
Okay,
They can't
you
just
guys
fall
are
down.
able to carry it over. It's not like too heavy for you to both carry it. It's just tall.
It's awkward.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
just gonna scout out, make sure nobody's coming by in case, they come back to see it.
Good call. Good call. As you do that, you're in the air,
Yes.
and you give me a perception. Take a look around.
29.
Okay. You take a look around, and you notice where the other three are, and by pinpointing their location, you have the west one. The one that you have is the one in the west, and you notice the north, south, and east one. The center is the temple. Is the Yandala's temple. They've spaced them out so that the temple would be the center.
Okay.
Maverick, I got a plan.
Okay, I'm up for it.
Can I figure out how far we are from the center?
While they're
Yeah, you guys are like.
if they can cast magic, that means we should probably go in pretty
Like 20
well
feet
now
away.
and let
20 feet?
somebody
Okay.
heal the building.
Say that again.
We should probably let somebody mend the building, and we'll go in and give prayers to Yandala again, like it's supposed to be.
This is a good idea.
So we're gonna slowly start making our way back. Bring that pillar out there
Okay.
to go back, and I'm gonna stop by Dandelion and ask him if he can do the mending stuff.
The mending?
Yes. Could you make this stuff to where it's not broken,
What stuff?
like the temple?
Oh, the temple, of course. It would be an honor to restore Yandala's temple to its glory.
some honor to her.
He casts mending on the building, and it takes a minute, and it starts to the stones and glass starts going back into place. Things start becoming repaired that were broken for quite some time. This is a great idea, Bane. It's been so long since I've been here.
Yeah, time to go and pay some homage to the old lady.
Very well. Very well.
We'll wait for Nick to come down. I know he'd want to pay his also.
All right. Well, Nick, you found what you're looking for. Is there anything else you're looking for?
No, just the area. Seeing where center is. So I'm back down there with them.
Alrighty. You can tell him if you like.
Well, when I went up the weir, I figured we are currently at the western shrine, and the center one is the temple, and it's about 20 feet northwest from here. Northeast from here.
We began mending it, so I figured maybe we should go pay homage to Yandala. Her place of worship has been desecrated. We should probably, as the warriors of Yandala, may need to allow her to know what's happening.
Okay. Sounds like a great plan to me. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So we're gonna book into the camp.
Okay. You guys do your thing. You guys go in. And Dandelion is like, allow me, Bane. And he begins mending all of the pews and the benches. And he starts repairing the portraits the way they used to be. Continue on. Keep looking for what you're looking for. I'll stay here and mend this place. It'll look as good as new. It's the least I can do.
Thank you.
Kind of scout the entrance at the same time. Just watch out for people.
As they're doing that, I'm just straight to the altar.
Okay, you go straight to the altar.
I follow behind him.
I'm dropping, taking
Myself
knee.
as well.
Okay. Do you want to do the same? I'll take a knee.
I say something under my breath, not enough to be heard by everybody, and at the end of it, praise be Yandala.
Praise be on Allah. As Dandelion is mending, he says, praise be on Allah.
As I'm taking the knee, I say, praise beyond Allah.
Same here.
Okay. Very good. As you all are saying this, a familiar face appears, and
Not yet.
he comes down and he just stands before you. My friends, I'm so sorry that this has been happening to you. It is your good friend, Train Noir.
I'm sorry that we've been negligent and allowed this to happen. This is the home of Yandala. We should have never left it. We should have always respected it. Our homages to it have become less and less as we've forgotten where we came from and why we were here. We began to get glorified in our cities and our due dailies, trying to take care of business and city. It's not who we are.
Bane, you are too hard on yourself. Yandala is very proud of everything that you've all accomplished. And it saddens her that you must face this ordeal. But she believes in you. She believes in each of you and the great glory that you have begun to create. However, it is not enough. There's more that you all could be doing. There's more. This whole world needs to be united. She trusts this into your responsibility.
I begin to fear she cannot trust me. I have something far worse to deal with than these things born of dragons. I have to go back and tell Relic that I allowed someone like his son to die
Hold on
at
a
my
moment.
feet.
Uh,
We did a pause check, but I have to deal with the fact of telling Relic that someone like a son to him I allowed to die at my feet, unable to help him. I was supposed to protect him, and I have failed.
Bane, this will be troubling. And this may cause a strife in your party, but after the tears are shed and after the anger has subsided, you all will be stronger than ever. You must look forward. These foes, they are ruthless. And they endanger this entire world with their campaign. They will not end with Gloryborn City. The Garden of Glory, it still has room to grow. Do not allow these parasites to impede its growth and destroy everything that Yandala has trusted you to do.
So no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. We've let people die before. But how many lives left? A tailor lost his wife because of our non-active roles and our responsibilities. Pinecone is gone. Thousands and thousands of other goblins, halflings, They ask for us to only give them half of them. We've killed off over half of our own in battles for things of less importance.
He looks over to Dandelion. You have won over one of the most hardened hearts ever in this world. If all of you can work together and do this, you can emerge victorious. I believe in you, and so does Yandala. Though I must warn you, the rings that you carry of Yandala, they will not have the effects that they once had. Yandala has focused completely on a new mission, keeping at bay a far darker, older evil that has ever existed. She is looking after a champion and his companions in another world. Unfortunately, she will not be able to aid you, but I will be by to grant you guidance when needed.
Praise be Yandala.
Praise be Yandala.
It's beyond all.
Is beyond all.
And Lily goes, no, like,
That's her way of doing
yeah.
it.
Farewell, my friends. And Bane, you look like you've seen better days. Yeah, you were healed for 20 HP.
As always, thank you, my friend.
It's the least I can do. Go. Make haste. Those dragons have given you a week, but I wouldn't trust it. You know how time is around here. And he's gone. And he leaves.
All right, guys. What do we do? There's something here. Somewhere that energy was stored. If we can harness that energy, we might be able to use it. I'm talking into the mic, but it doesn't like me. It's like, screw Bane, he kills people.
Because it's got a mic on the top and the
You
bottom.
saying it's sensitive to me?
Oh, no. Yeah, I see all the lines on it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's like your blood pressure lines. Boop, beep. See? If you're wondering, Ryan, this is our little comic break for you.
Yeah.
A little bit of seriousness, and then beep.
Oh, I see what it is. It's yeah, this person and this person.
Yeah, an audio scale for the two.
Next time I won't do interviewed. I'll just do the standard.
Oh.
I thought because of how we're all angled at the table, interview would have been best.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can turn it back to Anthony because it's more important to hear what's going on than trust me. Because I'm gonna banter.
I mean, the thing
Yeah,
is, it
that's
still
all
picks
good.
everybody up. So now it's picking up the lines when I speak. It wasn't doing that before, but it picks everybody up, so it's fine in the end.
Yeah.
So it likes you now. Just every now and then say something so the screen doesn't just out of nowhere, just to let it know it's still alive.
Yeah. All right, so you know that there's a power source in the temple somewhere. You could try to find it, or you can leave it, or whatever you wanted to.
I say we begin searching and make this the 1 hour break.
Sure.
Sound good? Because our timer's actually about to hit the 1 hour mark.
The
Okay.
problem is, we have people at our city that we need to inform about this.
All right.
That way
So declare actions. We're gonna try and find the power source. Me and Mav, right? We're looking around, filtering around. What are you doing?
I'm gonna stay with everybody else and try to help find the
We can
rings.
get back quick, Natalie. Don't worry about it. We got this. But if we can find something that's gonna be bringing us some power to play, it's gonna be a little bit better.
And then maybe
I don't like not being able to hurt these things.
when we take down these pillars, we can take it back to the city and Relic and other engineers can help decipher and figure out what they're made of and what they do.
Or more importantly, maybe we can hide them in a certain area that they don't know about, let them walk into it, and then just chuck them full of arrows.
Maybe.
I mean, just don't go
And also
inside it.
find the true power source might be able to use.
All right, so we are going to take a break, and I will let them do some searching in the temple and see what we can find. No stone will go unturned.
Oh my God! There was an explosion! Everybody's dying. It was pizza rolls.
A meteor has hit the
Yeah,
the tower, and they're all dead. The end.
Oh shit! We forgot to.
Okay, sorry about that. So now we're back. So you have been looking for about an hour now, and everywhere you've been looking around in the temple, you haven't really found anything. I'll grab them. I'm good right now.
He's going to grab them, everyone.
I'm not hungry at the moment.
I found it sitting right here, so I'll just give it back to you.
All right. So we found.
You haven't found it yet. You guys have really looked around the temple, and it's looking as new as ever. You have not found any sort of energy source, even though it was kind of supposed to be in that area.
Would the eyes of Yandala help reveal where it is, do you think? Or don't ask if you think. I'm just going to use it and see what happens.
Sure. You
So
can.
I use eyes of Yandala to see if I can find any where the energy source is or would be, or yeah,
Any dead energy source.
where it is.
All right. You activate the eyes of Yandala. Your eyes glow bright, and you begin trying to find that location, and you're able to pinpoint the location. It is hidden in more of the lower levels of the temple, an area that was closed off before. That's why you didn't notice it.
As my eyes start to, simmer down and stop glowing, I tell everyone, I saw it, but it is located closer. It is located underground, further down where obviously we wouldn't see it. So we have to find an entrance to the lower areas to get to the energy source.
There's always secret entrances or something. Maybe we could find something to open up a door, maybe.
Yeah, see if anything that's out of place
Where was it at directly?
directly.
Like over here, and I'm gonna start pointing to the ground, different places, and you're like, bang.
Can't give you anything concrete. All I know is that where we are very close to it in terms of direction. But
I'm pointing to the ground right now and asking the blind guy, was it over here? Was it over here?
You know what you should have done is taken him, say, do you feel it here? Do you feel it here? Do you feel it here? That would.
Steve, this isn't a porno.
Oh, goodness.
Very good.
Money shot.
Okay, so what do you do?
I
I hold Nick's hand and say, all right, old man, where was it at? Close enough to where I could punch holes, hopefully. And they're like, shit, Yandala's place, can't do that. Oh, right. Okay. What area? Let's start walking around with you.
From the middle of your location,
Could you tell us?
you would have to go like 30 paces forward, 20 paces to the left, and then another 15 paces forward.
I began the great pacing.
Nick would have to lead you.
Oh, that could be.
Coming.
Nick, did you lead me to it?
yes, I started leading you to it. Sorry, I got distracted by that. I think everybody did, but yeah, I started.
Alright, so we're close to the location. Was it up here? You said it was in the ground?
It was underground. That's where I was seeing it.
I'm beginning like looking around the edges of the door.
You hear this again?
Okay.
Come over here real quick, if you can. Please. Try to start.
Pause it.
Good.
So yes, I did sense it. I didn't sense it. I saw it was underground. It was in a nice area, so it's not just like stuck in there and just like surrounded by dirt, but it is surrounded by moss. So it seemed like it's been there for many, many years.
Okay, you say that it's wrapped in moss, but is it inside something else, like a chalice or?
Imagine like the pillar we saw, but instead of it just being like a pyramid on the top, it's like a glowing crystal-esque like object, and it's emitting this weird yellow-green light, and it's lighting up this room.
Okay.
And it's in the shape of a sphere.
Yes, it's in the shape of a sphere, similar to the crystal ball we had,
Okay, I got you now.
but
I know my fair share of secret entrances. Maybe I could find a place.
Just trying to.
Well, you know the entrance is right there in front of you, but there's like a bookcase there.
Start pulling books one at a time.
Yep. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Well, I would make sure there weren't any traps because that could happen.
It's a good idea.
I have trap finding.
Yeah, use your trap finding.
Alright, so let's see. I'm level 10, so I get a +5 on my perception of trap finding.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 + 5 plus
You found one.
19.
damn.
Okay, so with your trap finding, you can kind of tell that there's some books that you shouldn't pull. So you might want to stop Bane before he.
Yeah, Bane, don't. We could all die if you pull the wrong book.
Oh man, really?
Yes.
One mate, tell me, you need to read more. You need to read more. Be more of the world. Be more understanding. Stop putting the books out. Jeez, come on, man. All right, here, you pull the books then.
Alright.
I'm gonna step back about 3 feet.
So I'm gonna check, like, try to see if it's just by completely taking the book
So as
out.
he does that, I'm
maybe
gonna grab the
moving
next
it a
3
little
books beside him and pull them while he's standing there.
Do you really?
No,
bit.
no.
I would stop him immediately. I would probably stab his arm. That's a bad idea.
You hear some shuffling behind the bookcase, like maybe there's somebody over there already.
We may have a problem. I think I hear something or someone behind the bookcase.
But that thing's not going anywhere. Either you have to destroy it, and it'll be completely ruined, or you have to get through it.
Oh,
I'm gonna take all.
I have my thingy. 7 seconds. Go on through.
I could also mend the
You have
wood
to
that
be
the
able to
bookcases
see.
may have, make it to a door.
So, Nettlebane.
Oh, if you destroy the bookcase, you can't mend it back.
No. I'm saying instead of destroying, I can mend the book. Is it made out of wood? Or
It is not made out of wood.
well, shit, my idea's out the window.
Nettlebane, could you take the books that aren't important off the shelf for us? Or that aren't trapped?
You have to do a check.
Alright. Do I use the trap finding or just do
Yeah.
prayer perception?
Here, just remove the non-essential.
This time 13 plus 5, 18 plus 11, 29.
Here, Maverick, don't just stand there. Here, hold
These
these books
books
and
have
pass them
it.
to us.
Okay.
Well, you kind of figured out that it's kind of a code. Like if you pull certain books out, it'll move. You just have to take a minute to kind of figure out which one.
Alright, so maybe we gotta pull certain ones in the order. Maybe we look at the titles. Could
Well-
find some sort of riddle or.
What kind of books do you see? What is the medium of them? Are they religious kind of books? Are they magic? What kind of books are on this bookcase?
Some of these books are history books. Some of these are about proper etiquette for worship. Other ones are about customs, and some of them are about culture, and there's even some cookbooks.
Who takes all the cookbooks?
There's also
Is there any specific order? Like, after I've taken out all of the bad books?
There's 5 rows. First row, you have world and geography. Second row is religion. Third row is your culture and kind of like sociology type of books. And then in your fourth row is cooking and how to prepare food.
There
And then in the fifth row, you see books about like that you see books about having to do with it's a really old form of theory and universe and multiverse theory and things like that. But
Kind of like a new age section.
Is there
Yeah.
anything that sticks out, like in each shelf, each row? Is there a book that sticks out a little bit?
nothing really sticks out. No.
No.
I'm just gonna attempt to start reading the names for the first row.
Okay, there's a lot of different names. You have the history of Yandala. You have you have geography maps, volume 1, geography maps volume 2, geography maps volume 3. It kind of goes all the way to volume 20. You have landscaping maps. You have maps that are about the ocean.
So far, seeing all this, they're all that, except for what was that first one again?
First one
First one
was geography. That was the first category. Oh, you're talking about specific
The
books.
history of Yandala or something.
Yeah,
that
it was like the land of Yandala.
I'm gonna pull that one forward just a little bit.
You hear a click.
Hey, row 2.
All right, row 2. Row 2. And so these are religious books. You have proper worship, temple etiquette, prayers of Yandala, several volumes of
Prayers of
the
Yandala.
history of Yandala.
Oh,
You pull out that one, there's a click.
Third row.
All right.
No, I'm gonna blow us all up in a minute. Go ahead.
maybe it doesn't blow up until the very end.
Well, maybe.
All right.
Row 3.
Third row, we have. That's where my memory bothers me. I was naming these off, and I don't remember what they.
Geography, landscape, or no, prayers and etiquette,
Culture. It's
Yeah.
culture, then cooking, and the sociology one, the cookbooks,
Culture.
and then your theory.
So, first, on that row, you see 4 volumes of culture of the halfling people and the small clock town. But then there's also a volume of different creatures of the world of Yandala. There's also you see ones on different races and how to interact with them. You see Yandala's appearances in the world. Okay, you go ahead.
appearances in the world.
You get that one, and nothing happens that time. No click.
Push it back, and I'm gonna go back to the one about the races in Yandala world.
You hear a click.
Hey! Oh, blow us all to hell.
What if that one was the right one, the one that didn't click, and we just been wrong the whole time?
All right.
Next row.
Next row, cooking. Meals for sacrifices to Yandala.
Hey, man.
There are how to prepare vegetables the Yandala way. Volume 1, how to prepare vegetables the Yandala way. Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, and this goes on. And this goes on for about 10
I
volumes.
laugh. Go back to the first one and pull it. Worship one.
That one, you don't hear anything. There's still a few more books.
Continue at
How to prepare the vegetables.
No. Yeah. But there's volume 1, 2, 3, 4 of that one also, right?
There's about 10 volumes of that.
I'm gonna grab all 10. No, we got what's after that? What after the 10 volumes of it?
After that, you have meals prepared by different races. You have delicacies of the world, how to prepare ocean food from ocean life, how survival guide to proper eating. You have Nature's Guide to the Plant Life of the World of Yandala. Nothing happens when you click that one.
Does anything seem out of the ordinary to me out of the 10 volumes?
Perception check.
17 plus an 11, that is a 28. If we're doing trap finding, that is a 33.
You notice that the 7th book is it's like it doesn't fit in the same. You hear a click.
Yes! Little bit! Alright.
Very good.
Next
And
row.
the other 3 volumes, 8, 9, and 10, they kind of fade, and like whatever was written on them kind of chips off, like they weren't really like legitimate. I guess there was only 7.
Nice.
If we would have put those 3, it would have been a big boot.
No, don't worry, they just disintegrate. No. So the last row?
All right, the last row.
New Age theory.
Yeah, the New Age theory. Time travel is the first one. The second one is the multiverse. Second one is Multiverse for Dummies, Volume 1. Multiverse for Dummies,
Time travel.
Volume 2. You click the time travel one, nothing happens.
Look at
Multiverse 1?
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna
Dummies?
maybe
Nothing happens.
the volumes. I'm gonna do this again. Anything out of the ordinary of the
Were there
volumes?
any other books after the volumes?
Yeah, there's
Nat 20.
you notice nothing with the other volumes. They're just regular books.
Even with
All right,
What
the
else
ball-
is on the shelf?
You have interdimensional creation theory. You have dimensions within dimension without being proven. Theories of dimensions existing within dimensions and how to reach them. There's one titled The Dimension with 3 Bags.
I pull that one.
I'm gonna kind of put my arm around his waist in case anything blows up, and we're ready for the jump forward.
All right, you pull it and you hear a click. And then as you hear the click, the books start going into the shelf, and then things start moving around.
I want to kind of just rush towards the end just in case anything happens.
And all the books leave the shelf, and the shelf shifts open. And you hear like a scurry down what seems to be
I'm
stairs.
gonna turn like this and grab Nettlebane and throw him down the stairs.
All right, I'm ready for it. I might have to use my thingy if I need to.
Okay.
Like spring attacking his ass in there. Get him, Nettlebane! Like sicking him like a dog.
All right. You do this.
Pull my knife out.
All right. Give me like acrobatics for tumbling.
Oh, good. I got a 16 in acrobatics. Come on now.
Great.
That one.
18 plus 16.
All right. As you throw him down,
30. Sorry, yeah, 30, 36.
Because I throw him down the stairs.
36.
he goes down the stairs, rolls down with great athleticism, and you make it down there, and you hear like a scurrying around.
I'm
And
gonna-
then you see the orb as well.
All right. Before I do anything, because I could think it's a trap, I usually have knives in my sleeves.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like, put my hands up, and I'm gonna say, I come in peace, but if anything comes near me,
So, I'm gonna turn and look at Maverick and go, does that make me a dick that I did that?
Yep, just turned into a yard dart.
I don't know.
Okay, just checking.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
sure.
jump and tumble my way down the stairs.
I have my hands up, trying to see if I can.
Acrobatics.
I'm just gonna have Billy guide me down the stairs.
I start slowly
Okay.
walking down.
A 4 plus 11, so 15.
Yeah, you do a roll. It's not as good as his, but you kind of tumble.
Ah. Nettlebane, you dead?
I'm fine.
Oh, cool. She's not dead.
It's always good.
Someone is definitely in here though.
I slowly start walking.
It is
out.
9:31.
Yeah, I was checking in on you. I was gonna tell you it's probably gonna be about 11:30ish.
Let me pause this.
Yes,
All right.
downstairs.
Everyone's downstairs. You make it downstairs. What do you do?
Nobody touch anything because there's somebody here and I do not want to end up going into a fight yet.
I want to see if I can hear for anybody talking or walking around.
Perception.
Best perception.
19 plus 16, so
Immediately, like, it's northwest of you. You are right now in a room.
okay.
This room is probably 20 by 20 by 10 in dimensions. And northwest of you, like, there's boxes and all these different old relics. I think things are used for worship, robes, and there's all sorts of like things that have been kept safe here, old books and things. And behind a couple boxes and some old books, you hear like there's something over there.
Do we have any torches?
Yeah, you guys have some spells or something you could cast, maybe.
I don't have spells.
I think it's better for me to be in the dark. But
'Cause none of you can see that well. None of you really have dark vision.
None of us have good night vision.
I mean, I have my thief tools, but I don't think there's gonna be anything. Like maybe like fun still.
They helped you open up.
I can produce the flame and hold that in my hand, but that's not as much magic.
Who
as I
can create
I'm just
dancing
gonna set my
lights?
bedroll down and take the flint and spark it and light the bedroll.
That's what I did.
Dandelion's like, hold on a second, babe. No need to waste that. Daylight. And there is a bright light now shining in the basement area. It's illuminating the whole.
Right. Come on.
Great timing. As soon as you said that, I read this on the paper.
Well, no need to waste a good bedroll. We may need it later.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out.
I'm rolling it back up.
I'm gonna pull out both my knives, and I'm just gonna cautiously go towards where that noise was.
Okay. You cautiously go towards it. You hear it like still kind of rattling behind the boxes.
I'm gonna kind of just throw a knife at the wall, but not try to hit anything. Try to see if I can spook it.
Why?
I'm not getting bit by some poisonous rabies-looking thing.
As you throw the knife, it goes and pierces its head. You've killed a 2-year-old.
Bounces off.
You killed.
You killed a 2-year-old. Welcome to my campaign. No.
You killed a baby unicorn. Oh.
So you throw the knife at the wall just to.
You hit the wall. There's still more rattling, but whatever's back there did not leave the area.
Alright, I'm just gonna pull the box. I just don't care anymore. I'm
You
tired of
start
this.
pulling the boxes and stuff, and then in the corner, you see, like very scared and frightened, a little monkey.
Dude, careful! I heard they throw poo.
Alright, I'm gonna take out one of my rations and cut it up a little bit and kind of hold it out like this. I'm gonna let you know.
It reaches his hand out and it grabs it and starts eating it. It starts throwing it back at you. It hates it. Whatever you gave him to eat, it hates
I'm gonna
it.
pick up the stuff that he threw, and I'm gonna start throwing it at Nettle Bank too.
I'm gonna start saying, "Oh, we're throwing things." I'm gonna aim the knife at him.
The monkey looks at you. He's like,
Go, go!
Hey, for me to throw things, I'm gonna like.
pushing towards Nettle Bank, like leave, go, go. I'm gonna reach over beside him where that knife was on the ground. I'm gonna throw it at Nettle Bank's feet. Go, go.
and then the monkey looks at you.
I'm gonna go. Pat my shoulder.
Kills the monkey?
He's uneasy. He's a little nervous.
I'm gonna just sit down.
You sit down. He's a little more like responsive to it, but give me a diplomacy.
Should I scare him?
No.
15 plus 6. So 20, yeah.
The monkey has a fear of you, but he approaches and he touches your hand with his paw.
I speak Sylvan.
Sylvan's only for animals that can speak human languages, like unicorns and stuff like that.
I'm going to
I should speak monkey.
cast a spell, summon some good berries, and go offer it to the monkey.
Okay.
So
Now,
I don't think it needs to be
now as a
healed.
druid, you do have the ability to communicate with animals. So
Yeah. I don't want to talk. You should see if I can offer it, then slowly use into talk because I won't scare it.
sure, it looks at you and it sees the good berries, recognizing it as good food. Goes up to it and he takes one. He starts eating it, and he's just sitting there eating the berries.
He starts going yelling.
I slip up behind the monkey.
Oh no. What are you doing?
I slip up behind the monkey and grab it.
Oh no.
Give me a stealth check. You're gonna
Yeah,
have to
please.
really. This thing is like really.
You should have asked me. You know how good my stealth is? 19.
Oh no.
It's gonna, like,
Please don't be that 20.
This time.
13.
Plus
Damn it.
12.
You slam your armor on the ground.
ching, ching, ching.
It should be at the
I'll
bottom.
roll a sense motive for the monkey.
Please.
Nat 20.
Not 20. It's just like,
Alright.
buddy.
Nose.
Whatever you're doing, it immediately runs and it sees you and it runs like away into another corner of the area.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
I'm gonna start talking to it, telling it there's nothing to fear except probably him. Yeah.
All right, get
Diplomacy.
you can either you can cast a spell to be able to communicate with it, or you can do what is it? It's a nature.
Calm animal.
It's it should be a special ability that druids have.
What I plan on doing is grabbing the monkey and saying, "Do you know this?"
What do you want to do? I'll tell you.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the spell picked to speak to animals.
It's a special ability. Druids.
Here we are.
Do you want to keep him or?
That's not a good idea.
But
You can
sometimes
use,
sneak up on it.
You can use a wild empathy.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it.
Wild empathy. It lets you kind of it lets you do diplomacy checks, but against animals, and they are a little more effective because you know about animals and wildlife.
They can tell you're a caregiver.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna try to soothe it and calm it down.
Okay, so basically, this is a diplomacy check
Alright.
plus half your level.
Okay. That's plus 6 to whatever I get. 16.
Okay. Do you have anything in diplomacy?
Yeah, 1. So I added that
Okay,
to the level.
Just
So
double checking. All right. So you didn't do a lot in there. No problem. All right. So the monkey is kind of a little more calm now, and he kind of steps away from his hiding, and he comes up a little closer to you. Still, he's a little scared of Maverick though, and he doesn't like whatever crap Nettlebane gave him to eat.
I'm gonna start walking over and try to take the good berries from his hand.
Okay. He's looking
Take
at
two or
you
three of them. I sit
like,
back
very
down.
carefully.
I set them down, put them on top of my hand, and put my hand back out.
Bite your hand.
And then he's looking at you now. The monkey's looking at you like, is this guy okay?
I motion towards saying it's safe. It's fine.
He comes over.
Scares the monkey.
Yeah. I have Lily
Okay.
making sure he's blocked away now.
So I just let him take
Lily's like really curious too. Like Lily wants to know what this creature is and what's going on. I don't think Lily's seen one of these before.
Okay.
And then the monkey's a little bit scared of Lily because that's a predator. For
Yeah.
a monkey.
Yeah.
So, but he's going up to you and he takes a little bit of the berries and starts eating them. And then the monkey kind of just sits and he looks at you.
I'm gonna this side of the monk sheath, pull it up like this, show my chest, go.
Looks at you like. This
I
guy-
put my hand on Bane's shoulder and tell him it's big emotion that it's safe. It's fine. He's just
All right,
trustworthy.
The monkey comes up and he climbs on to you.
So it's right here. Just put the cover in since it's got that little piece, does he go into it like the pouch?
He's looking at the area, but he feels more comfortable like being on your shoulder where he can be like free to jump out
Yeah.
and stuff if he
I'm gonna
needs to
just
be.
rub his paws.
All right. He's sitting on your shoulder. He's chilling right now. He's a little jittery. He's not too crazy about Maverick, or Lily, but
Or me.
Or Nettle Bane.
he's just kind of pissed off at the crappy food that a Scouring gave him. But
Scour
Take a little jerk. I'm
You
about
want
to
to
hit him.
keep giving him berries?
Yeah, summon like 4 more, hand
Do
them
you
to
like chicken
Bane.
metal?
well, he eats them,
Do you like chicken
and
metal?
he's just chilling on your shoulder. He's good.
You give him the back.
And
Just soothes him.
so I'm gonna start trying to talk to him, see if he can tell us, not actually speak, but like motion towards what happened to it, and like if there's anybody here or something like that. I'll say.
Okay. You try to. So when communicating with animals, you have to keep it simple and direct.
Okay.
So one question at a time,
Okay.
and it has to be in the most simplest way, like you're talking to like a 2-year-old.
Are you okay?
Yeah, he
Okay.
nods like everything's fine. He doesn't have any injuries.
Okay. Are you here alone?
Oh, you're asking him if he's alone. Okay. He just kind of looks at you, and then he looks at everyone else here, and he's like,
I would just pet him and be like, ask him if there's danger.
Okay.
If he's scared.
Are you scared?
he looks at Maverick.
Okay.
I'll just point to Maverick and be like, Maverick, sit down. Just
I sit down.
And he looks amazed at you, like you can command him. Like, he's like, wow.
I'm just gonna test this. I'm like, Nettle Bane.
I'm just gonna stay like this.
I'm motioning for Nettle Bane to sit down again.
All right, I want to sit down but glare at him as if he's dead meat whenever this is all over.
The monkey is amazed by your ability to command these people.
I'm gonna take one of the good berries and throw it at Nettle Bane's face.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go like this.
The
Yeah,
monkey
I'm not.
takes some good throws at your tube. He's like,
I'm gonna glare at the monkey just like with a death look.
monkey is uneasy about it, but he feels like if you can make him do things, then the monkey sitting on your shoulder has more power than him. So
He's about to be a delicious dinner.
He's like empowering.
he's like, if I'm with the guy who can control these guys, then I can control them too. That's what he's believed.
I follow this monkey because he commands the other monkeys.
We start pointing at the other two.
I do like this.
He thinks you're pointing back. He's like, oh, he stands up. I'm like,
He looks at like his fingers because he has like 5 fingers, and he's like,
the monkey has now learned to flip people
I
off.
start laughing.
the monkey laughs too. It's funny. Anything else?
Do you have more questions for him? Because this isn't my forte.
Was he trapped?
Okay. Were you trapped here?
There's pointing around the building or the room.
Ask him if there is a monster. So I'll ask. That might be something bad.
Besides me,
Was there? Go on.
The monkey's like,
Um.
I'm gonna try to stand up, petting him, like I'm getting up with him.
Sure.
Petting him. I'm gonna walk back over to the scrolls, start picking the stuff up, and trying to see what the shit is.
monkey's like looking over your shoulder, like, what is he doing? What is that?
What the hell is this? I'm gonna throw it over to Nettle Bane.
Catch it.
It's a scroll. You gotta read it. You just gotta.
I'm just gonna begin reading.
It seems to be text, history of the world. Yeah, it's possible that this was the form the books were written in before they wrote them into books.
Petting him. I'm gonna say, is he really a monkey or is he one of you people thingies?
Are you really a monkey?
starts pointing at you.
We're all monkeys.
Like he's like, I'm like all of you.
Petting him, I'm gonna just be like, detect magic.
Does Ryan? Yeah. Does Ryan have that?
Yes.
I'm also
He does?
a cook. You like the way
Should have. It should be one of his.
Selected.
Great, because they can't understand me. So I
You
can talk to
selected?
them all I
Selected?
want about that.
Okay. I'm gonna cast detect magic on the monkey.
Calmly, like.
Well, I have handle animal too. I didn't think about that.
You
You probably just like put
magic.
like a
Yeah.
robot.
You don't. All right, how do I put this? Maybe you feel like a little glow or something, but you might have to cast it a little longer. For you
Okay.
to get a little sense of what you're detecting.
Just calmly pet him as you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
You go up to Bane and you pet the monkey.
He's just like pulsing it, just.
Cast a spell again.
Yes.
Okay. Now you are detecting a little bit of an aura of magic, like something that, like, he has been in the presence of magic or something,
Okay.
but maybe not necessarily anything from him. If the longer you do this, the more you might be able to pinpoint what you're detecting.
It's probably the big ass orb in the middle of the room.
Probably.
It's possible.
Ryan doesn't know dispel magic, so that won't really do anything.
What does your experience say?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
XP?
Probably sounds right.
Yeah. Not yet.
Yeah.
Anyway,
91.7.
so I tell Bane that I'm getting an aura on this creature, but it's not very strong, but there is something there. I don't know what it is yet,
Okay.
and I
Walking towards the orb.
Okay. You start walking towards the orb, and the monkey's like, starts pointing at the orb.
I'm gonna get really close. Start to observe it, look around it.
Now this orb, it seems to be about as big as like you can hold it with two hands. It's not as big as those pillars were. It's like about like this big. Even for halflings, like a halfling could carry
I'm
like.
gonna act like I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna look at the monkey
Wasn't
and
it
go
an
like
egg?
this with my fingers,
like shit like an egg.
and act like I'm gonna grab it.
And the monkey's like, really amazed. Like you're gonna grab this glowy thing. Like he wants to see what's gonna happen.
Oh shit!
Like,
I'm gonna kind of, walk up to him just in case something happens.
I'm gonna stop for a minute and be like, I point to the monkey. I take 2 steps back. Point to Maverick.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw the monkey.
he's looking at.
I hesitantly walk forward.
He's like, he's
Point
really.
to the orb and go.
He thinks it's a cool trick that you're making.
Come on.
You're commanding people. And he looks at you, and he does the same thing as what Bane is doing.
Hey, dummy. You can't hear English.
I know, but it's showing him more honor by not speaking.
Oh.
Showing him that I can physically command or request things of others.
Yeah, he's really amazed by this. He's like,
All right, so you want me to grab it?
Uh-huh.
All right, I grab it. I die.
you grab the orb, and you don't. And there's no damage inflicted upon you.
You just
But as soon as you
immediately
pick it up, the glow goes away from the orb.
I want
And
to
I'm
try
gonna
to
go like this, like set it back down on the pedestal.
And I set it down, but I roll it towards you.
No, just set it back on the pedestal for now.
Oh, pedestal. It was on a pedestal.
You put it back on its pedestal, and then it begins to glow again. The faint yellowish green glow.
I'll try touching it now.
Hmm?
I'll try touching it just for.
You touch it.
I see you coming, so I'm acting like I'm motioning him over.
And then the monkey's like, ooh, ooh, ooh,
This is just so he gets cool with y'all.
ooh. He's amazed by this. He loves it.
It's actually oozing.
Right? So, are you gonna pick it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to pick it up.
You pick it up, same thing. That no longer glows. It seems to be fine.
I'm gonna like yes and make sure put it down.
Put it down. Maybe if we all touch it, just.
And I'm gonna go like this to you. I'm gonna put out my hand and go,
Alright, I'm gonna put my hand on yours.
okay. And then I'm gonna look at Monkey and go,
Monkey comes and he slaps your hand. He thought this was a game.
Okay, everyone might want to do this because we don't know what would happen.
pet Monkey.
Monkey's like,
Is that an action move?
So it's
No, free
powered
action.
while it's on the pedestal, or it takes the power away and holds it internally when you lift it up.
That's a question, my friend.
All right.
I don't know what your simian companion is doing here, but
Let's say we all touch at the same time and see if we all die.
Dandelion, can you do me a great favor, my friend?
sure.
One hand on the orb and cast a simple spell while one hand on the orb.
Simple spell,
It's
but quite
very,
quick.
very simple.
He puts his hand on the orb
Simple spell.
and he casts a simple dancing lights spell, and the spell, the orb glows, and as he casts the spell, he feels the magic kind of leave him. Like, what? This is never happened to me before.
Okay, take your hand off of it and try to cast the spell again.
He casts the spell, no problem. Dancing lights happen. The monkey's like, woo!
You detected that sort of anti-magic from it
That's the.
before. What if you tried doing that again?
That
For this
orb.
sake?
I
Sure.
realized what's happening. That orb is what was keeping the magic from happening.
Now, what
It was
if
the storage?
he tries it while the orb isn't in the pedestal to see if the orb itself is giving off the anti-magic, or if it's the pedestal that's empowering it?
Does he feel the
I got this
anti-magic?
from a
Question
friend's son.
first.
He first he casts detect magic. As he casts the spell, he feels the same anti-magic force, but then he feels something even greater. It's like, this is. And he drops in and he kneels. He's going to take some damage to his wisdom.
Oh,
Bane, this orb, it contains great magic within it. Whatever you do, do not let any harm befall it. It could kill us all. Who knows how many magic spells this thing has absorbed.
Pick it up,
And throw it on the floor.
put it inside the sash.
The monkey sees you as you're picking it up. He's like, woo. He's pointing at it like he wants to know what it's all about.
I'm gonna pull it out, hold it for Monkey to look at.
Monkey's like, ooh. Monkey puts his paw on it,
Oh no.
and as the monkey puts the paw on it, you see kind of like a glow like come from the monkey, but then it dissipates, and the monkey's like, ooh. And then
Oh no.
the monkey leaps for the orb and he knocks it down. He hated the way it affected him, so he
Alright.
just like knocks it down, and the orb hits the ground. It doesn't break or anything, but then it begins rolling.
I'm gonna try to dive just to bring it around my
The
ass.
monkey also dives for the orb.
Do I have to roll for this too?
You do have to roll for it.
And it beats the crap out of it.
Oh my god.
The monkey, you go
eat
for
the
it.
fucking orb.
I smashed the orb on
The
accident.
monkey jumps on your head and he goes for the orb and he grabs it and he makes like a beeline. He's trying to run off with this fucking orb.
can I?
I'm gonna start pointing at him.
Monkey looks at you. You learned that one from Maverick. And he's like running, and apparently there's like a crevice in the wall, and he's just trying to run for it. If you guys,
I'm, gonna
I'm
dodge
sending
with
a
my,
rat to go after it.
huh? You what?
I'm using my run.
All right, go for it.
Yeah.
You're using his run. You're using your run. The monkey's like trying to run for the hole. Monkey.
Yeah, let me get my sheet out of there so you don't keep looking at it by
I
accident.
was like, why do I keep doing that? Let me reach your step. So, underfoot grace, improved trip, and just straight up hauling ass on top of it. With evasion in between them and fast movement, that's 30 plus my maneuver. So,
Okay. All right. All right. You make a run for it. The monkey's like trying to run with this orb. And he's going for like this hole in the wall. So you try to catch him.
yes.
Okay, go ahead and try to give me I don't know what this would be.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here it is.
Missed around me.
CMB, CMD.
Yeah, CMB versus CMD to grab this monkey. And he's
So my B to your D.
yeah.
Whoa,
Got it.
Ryan.
Plus 14.
Ryan knows the spell.
Oh,
11,
plus
14.
18. And he's got
Ryan knows it too.
Let me see what a monkey.
Imagine that on a rope. There's also a mount. Like right horse. What do you think's the best for me?
You know, my job is done. I taught the monkey how to flip somebody else.
That's your accomplishment for the night.
Get 10 extra bonus points.
Let's try 8. Let's go with 8. And then we'll edit the stats if it's not accurate.
What does it do?
Throw voice for 1 minute. 10
Oh.
minutes.
It's not bad, but it could be used for stealth. Let me get my stuff out of the way. I keep getting.
No, I was just reading yours.
Oh, you were?
I
you,
got mine right here. I was just
Okay.
reading yours for things that I wish you were here for right now. Immobilus. Or some shit.
hideous laughter.
Hideous laughter. It's laughing, flipping us off.
You're welcome. I get extra 10, but I get bonus points for each of the monkey head on
The monkey now has. We're gonna send it into battle with a helmet and 2 middle fingers. Just flinging the fingers at him.
Obscuring mist.
Which one?
Brian's
I'm
got
gonna use
obscuring
obscuring mist.
Yeah.
That'd be good with the rogue though, right?
Let me see what spells you can learn.
I can learn any. Hold on. Where'd it go?
Any level 1 spell from
Any level
what?
1 spell from
Okay.
sorcerers, wizards.
Oh, cool.
It's
Your total?
major magic.
14 plus
17?
11.
14.
Okay, let's see.
What's your total?
So 25.
Yeah.
5? Okay.
So it's level 1, right?
Level 1.
Level 1. Okay.
Minor magic.
The
Give me
monkey
the
is sitting at a. This monkey is sitting at an 8 CMD. So that gives him a 26. Alright, so
Halfling luck.
with his acrobatics, halfling luck. Without Yondala, there's no more halfling luck.
But Yandala is. Yeah. She's not around.
Around.
Damn it, Traynor. Where the fuck is your
So the monkey barely escapes your grasp. He trips and he kind of just like slides into this crevice in the wall with the orb.
I'm grabbing the tail.
All right, give me another like a CMP.
That's 4 plus 11, so
He
15.
oh. Yeah, you're able to grab onto the tail.
I'm gonna slowly pull it out.
All right, he's like trying to resist you.
But yeah, but if he's holding that orb, he ain't gonna resist shit.
You know?
Yeah, so he's either he leaves the orb in there and he's trying to hold on to this thing. He's trying to slip away, but
better for
you're able to pull him out. But the orb is
I
now
know how
in
to
the
disguise
wall.
myself.
I'm gonna get him by the cuff of the neck. Pick him up with.
silent image.
Yeah, I was thinking about that or ventriloquism. That would really help. Either one.
He's like flailing his arms around.
Better for you.
Yeah, that would be like a.
Then he does this.
I'm just gonna point him, waving like
I
mad.
already know how
and
to
I'm
control
telling
my
him
voice.
on my shoulder.
Instantly, I'm a
Now.
rogue.
Monkey just he kind of just gives up.
Silent image. Alright.
Put him on my shoulder.
All
I'm
right,
again reaching in there to try to get to him.
Use silent
reach in
image
to
twice.
grab the orb, but as you do so, we'll give me a perception. Find the orb.
Jump, which gives you a bonus on acrobatics checks.
You mean my 16?
17.
Okay, you can kind of feel the orb. It's a little bit far from you. It's like reaching like the tips of your fingers because apparently the monkey kind of pushed it further a little bit, but you almost got it. You almost can reach it.
Can I
A little further. Just keep wiggling.
summon a snake to crawl to go in there and push it back out?
Yeah, you could probably. Yeah.
So I want to try that. I'm gonna summon a snake and command it to go into there and try to push the orb back out.
The monkey tries to break free from your grasp while you're doing that.
Versus my
And
CMD.
it's CMB versus your CMD.
Well, I got a 26 in my CMD.
Well, he has like a 21 right now, but you're only using one hand.
37.
So you're only using one hand though. So like divided by like 2.
Plus, I'm in the hole, so it's kind of like.
Yeah.
So 36 halved is
So you're still able to kind of hold on to him a little bit.
I want to try to help him out a little bit. Maybe just.
The snake, as a snake, you know, it's kind of slithering in there. Something like you hear some noise back there, like something is like attacking the snake. Yeah, 19.
Damn it.
And you're, let's see, like, let me just do damage. All right, so for 9 points of damage to your little snake. I don't know how much HP it has.
Alright, so I'm gonna pull
That
my
might be
arm
enough
back
to
out of
kill
there
it,
here
though.
in this. I'm gonna grab the monkey by the back of the cuff and the tail, and I'm gonna slowly start to put him towards the hole to see if he wants to try to go in.
The
While
monkey,
holding that tail.
the monkey kind of goes in, and then you hear some more like, and then
Do I feel him like in distress?
yeah, he's like in distress.
Out of there.
You pull him out of there. You hear the, and then you start hearing it a little more faintly, like they're running away or something.
Almost not like a crossbeam to clear the AIDS.
Wait. So whatever's in there is leaving?
It's like you hear it like more faintly, like it's starting to leave. Yeah.
I have the best.
But I have the monkey back out of the hole, right?
Yeah, you got the monkey out of the hole. The monkey you're holding is there, but whatever else was in there seems like it's running away.
I'm just gonna put him inside here and let him know it's safe. It's okay.
I mean, he's trying to calm down, but he's still
And
kind
I'm gonna
of
hold
crazy
it here,
about
and I'm
it.
gonna start punching the wall one-handed.
Kind of makes me want to use my ability.
Now,
Then I creep me out of something just start killing.
gust of wind. Do I have to
Blow
use
that
it?
shit right through there.
Do I have to use it through my hand, or can I make it like, let's say I want to make it come out of the corner? Can I summon from there?
Well, you guys might want to check if it's still there.
It's probably not there. I didn't think it'd be there. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of check, but also check if I can still see
He's gonna
something.
be
right
like,
away.
hey Nick, can you turn those eyes on again?
Once a day.
Yeah.
All right, can I see through the crack? And is there another side?
Can you face through it?
Maybe.
You look through. It's like a small, like almost like a little tunnel. And as you look through there, you don't see the orb.
The orb is definitely gone, and we kind of have a problem.
I got an idea, Nettlebane. Stay right where you're at.
If you
Don't
try
move.
to throw me
I'm
in,
going to kick you
no,
in the butt. And what I need you to do is phase as I do it, so I kick you through the wall.
This monkey is smaller than you guys. You will do damage to him if he gets in there.
I didn't ask that part.
I'm gonna take the knife out of my arm, and I'm gonna kind of throw it backwards to like get him away.
Okay.
All right. Come on, get out of there.
All right, I'm gonna just.
It seems like you all have been hoodwinked by a couple of monkeys.
We're the monkeys now.
I'm gonna pull out my knife, and I'm gonna look at the monkey with like a little bit of.
He's in here being held. He's just. I didn't know if that was a friend or a foe or what the hell was about to happen. So
It's about to be dinner.
He doesn't seem to want to battle you guys, but he did want to get that orb for some reason. Maybe it was just because it was shiny, you know, or something. But his buddies, it seems like his buddies may have left with it.
Oh shit. Nothing. I always realized I couldn't read my own handwriting for a moment. I was confused on what this stuff was.
That's why I did this.
It's like, what the hell is my abilities?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like, damn monkey, and just keep petting.
Yeah.
Look, you like it? You lost it. We lost it now. It's okay. We'll find it.
We'll find it, babe. We'll get the orb back.
It's okay. We'll find it.
Now what do you guys do?
Monkey poked his head out. I flip him the burner again.
Dandelion It's like, please don't tell me that we let a couple of apes leave with this powerful device.
We did not leave a couple of apes leave with this powerful device. But we totally did, so we're kind of fucked now.
Oh my god. We have to find it.
I thought of something funny.
I don't know. I thought you guys could handle it. Aren't you the acrobatic one, Nettlebane?
Aren't you the one who could just grab it with a spell?
I was kind of suffering a little bit from my last spell you asked me to cast on it.
Sorry, he was trying to kick me through the hole.
Ryan, let me apologize for not playing your character like it should be done. Real quick.
So I'm just gonna turn and look at everybody and go, hey. We haven't lost anything yet. We can still find it. Plus, I came up with a really funny joke.
Your face.
I'm gonna look over and look at, hey, Dandelion. I'm gonna pull it over. Want to pet my monkey?
Dandelion he has a bigger headache than he did before. He's like, oh my goodness. I cannot tell if it's the orb or the horrible joke.
Do you want to know the joke? Oh, that wasn't the joke. So there's these two monkeys, right? They go into a catacomb.
I'm listening.
And there's a shiny orb. And now there's not. So let's get the hell out of here.
You guys are lucky. You can't hear this joke in 10 different languages because of your ears.
As much as I hate to say it, I think Bane is right. If we'll find the orb, we'll have to wait until later. I'd rather these monkeys have it than the dragons.
Well, I can say this much. From what Trainar told us, I don't think this is the, looking at the monkey, this is the bringing everybody together type of race he's talking about, but, I mean, it's not going to hurt. So let's see if we can find these other people that you've met before, Dandelion. I've not met these other races. So, I mean, shit. Maybe one of them and some of our people can figure out how to stop this shit. Let's get this pylon and get the hell home. You gotta remember, we got people that still don't know that they're all gonna die if we don't do something.
Most likely still gonna die if we do
You're
something.
right, Bane. You're right. Let's get out of here. So, what's the consensus?
Head in here and we come back at it.
I no longer like monkeys.
I say we leave.
Alright, so we're all gonna go
He
up.
looks at you and he's like, he just kind of gives you the evil stare, like,
Hello,
So-
dinner.
Am I the first one going up the steps? Who's going up the steps first?
I will.
Alright,
Monkey.
there goes Maverick. I got Monkey over here. Who's
Yeah.
next?
I'm gonna go last, just because that's the wise thing to do.
I'm just gonna smile knowing that he's gonna be last because it's been a gassy day for me.
Dandelion, he eases up the stairs because he has like the hugest migraine right now.
You think good berries would help his migraine?
Well, he
couldn't hurt.
suffered an ability damage, so he
Yeah.
would need a restoration.
Restoration.
That's right. I follow up, walking up the stairs now.
I'm just gonna tell Dandelion, it's a good thing you didn't cast 4 or 5 of those. You'd be about as smart as Nettlebane. God.
God. Your humor will always ease this pain.
I'm gonna flip my knife up in the air. Yeah, pretty funny.
So you guys make it back upstairs. You go back to the wagon.
Yep. We're gonna
Yes.
put the stone in the wagon.
You set it in there. Your
Doesn't
monkey
break.
friend is like, woo, 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 woo. He jumps out. He starts touching the thing. There's no way he can lift it. It's just too heavy. He's like, woo. He hugs it like it's like a branch or something.
If you mess
Obsidian, so
that
he's
up,
happy.
your blood will be decorating the pillar.
So I'm gonna point to Maverick to go to the other end of it. We're just gonna pick it up like it's nothing and put it in the back of the
He's
wagon.
just hugging it like it's like this wonderful thing to hug.
All right, Maverick, you're in the wrong seat, buddy. Get up there. Let's go.
I'm in the carriage. Lily climbed in already.
Dandelion's up
just sitting
there.
on this big ass stone.
Yeah, he's likes it. He's amazed by the whole the wagon and the everything. He's like,
As part of the continuing joke, I'm gonna take the bedroll and lay down on it and let Monkey lay down beside me. We're laying on this big ass stone.
He's like, can I be in there too with you guys?
Yeah, he's up there with me. I'm putting him right there beside me, laying on this big stone.
He loves it.
I'm just gonna sit up, doing my regular scout stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, you
You're
guys
doing
have
the pacing ahead thing again.
a bit of a journey ahead of you, so you gotta start making the trek home. As you make the trek home, you realize that this is gonna take about a full day to get back home. You don't notice anything on the trail. It's actually really quiet. For once, you're not having to worry about thieves or anything. Like, you are relatively safe.
I wish there were thieves. That way we'd have at least somebody.
As you get closer to the town, however, in the air, who wants to give me a perception check?
I am. That's gonna be a
I'm
bad idea
actually
for
at
you.
that I'm asleep on the stone with the monkey.
You gonna feel the wind real quick?
I will, because I'm the driver.
Yeah, he'll probably be.
And I'm pacing
Well,
ahead,
he's
so should I?
pacing ahead.
14 plus.
No, thing is, because he says he's
That's
doing his tracking.
where's your paper? Oh, okay.
He's ahead of us.
Should I?
Sure.
You're ready. 14
Is it
plus.
perception?
Yeah,
11 plus 11, 22.
and then Maverick roll 2. 14 plus.
Oh yeah, I have message on because that's like the
You passed
That's
it.
like the first thing you do in the morning.
Yeah.
You're like, this shit lasts all day.
exactly.
It was 14 plus,
7.
so 21.
So 21, 21, so.
You're able to see that the village, the Garden of Glory, has visitors circling the town. There are about 5 dragons circling the town in the air, almost like vultures scouting out its prey.
Yeah, guys, I think those Dragonborn are at our home.
Dandelion is like, oh, no, please don't tell me we're too late.
Do we see any smoke or anything irregularly coming from the?
No, you don't.
All right.
It's
Guys.
actually, the town's actually eerily a little more quiet than usual.
I don't think we should go up yet. Little Bang. You want to check in and do your thing with your boys?
Mm-hmm.
Sneak in, see what's going on, get some info.
I know where all their shifts are. I can make my way.
You have your
While you're
secret
there.
cries and stuff, and you can easily message for one of them with them knowing your code. You do that?
Yeah. My code is kind of like
He's
a bird that isn't around here much.
He's
Like
way
a-
ahead of us to where he can. He's like, no.
Give me a stealth check.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Me?
This might be a bad time, but oh well.
I was thinking the same thing just now.
If I get a
Okay.
nat 1, I'm gonna 3 plus a 19.
All right, 3 plus a 19.
19.
One of your assassins, they meet up with you. Master Skalran, what has happened?
This is a powerful enemy, stronger than those men and those flying contraptions. What has happened?
They have been circling the town for the last 12 hours. They have not come down, and they are far too high in the air for us to engage them. But they haven't laid any finger or claw on any member here.
I want you to,
They seem to be waiting for something.
they may be waiting for.
I just told them that for the last 12 hours, the dragons have just been circling around the town.
All right.
They haven't, and you, as you know, you have kind of taken over the leadership role with everyone gone. So, yes, Master Relic has been. He's been telling us to stand and wait. So we have not engaged these foes.
I want you to tell Relic that they may have something that nullifies magic, so to be prepared for non-magic combat.
Nettle Bay. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, what, any updates yet? I'm just impatient as shit.
You relay the information that you just got.
You might want to clarify to him what kind of magic it nullifies, because the druid and the light magic shit seem to work.
Arcane magic.
Well,
Seems
so,
that
yeah, maybe there's someone they can study that's not like that to help out.
that would be useful.
Maybe.
The
Weapons or
druids can help
wands or
out.
something. Start having all the other druids like make wands and shit, or anything we can do to any kind of weapons that can do some kind of damage or something.
Yes, it seems like it sometimes may absorb magic or repel magic, so something that can help against that as well.
Can you fucking stop with that?
I will. I will relay what you've told me, sir.
Okay,
Will we be expecting your return anytime soon?
you may be expecting the return, but that may be what they're waiting for.
At
Very well.
yeah.
And he just throws a smoke bomb, and he's gone.
Yeah, we're gone.
Yeah, at this point, they're waiting for us to go home to tell everybody.
You guys have hot beans? Yeah.
So we should probably not go there. Plus, the odds are we're carrying a pillar, which could be the final pillar in nullifying stuff. Because they got to know we'd search for it. And if we find it, we take it over there, set it on the ground, the damn thing starts glowing, and then they start zapping the shit out of us. And we'll just Trojan horse this thing right in ourselves.
Bane, we must meet them. We have to warn our people. It has to be us. If our people do not see our presence, they may lose hope. I know Relic is there, but
Well, at least they have a.
we have only a week. I have a plan. That could buy us some more time.
But
But
do you think we should take this pillar in with us, or should we research it outside? Or what do you...
it might not be a bad idea to hide the pillar somewhere out here. Maybe return for it. Maybe we can get the dragons to leave and come back for it.
Well, the person that should do the hiding would probably be Little Bane then.
Well, that and Nick could do the coverage with his stealthy shit that he was doing before for the woodland coverage and stuff.
That's a good idea.
And of course, you all hear this because this is like us group talking inside the head again.
So it would seem that the dragons haven't noticed us yet. Let's take advantage of this opportunity. Let's hide the pillar. And then
Proceed.
Since we're so close to the town, if I cast message again, I might be able to contact Relic.
if I think you would have to be a little more closer.
Yeah, but let's drop this off first. Maverick, bring us to a slow.
Alright, I can do that.
Alright.
So you find
I'm
like,
gonna start drifting around the corner.
so
Drifting around the corner.
what are you guys
We're
looking?
for a proper area to hide it along other stones to be noticed.
Okay. Is that what you're looking for right now?
A little stony bend somewhere that we can drop this off and cover with moss. And
You find an area with some stones and trees near the city.
this is the spot, guys. We're here.
All right, you guys begin. You guys do your thing. You dig. It takes you a few minutes, but you're able to bury it in the ground. And if you take a little time,
Mashing it in.
do a survival check, and then you can make sure it's all.
All of us?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 11.
Find the rules.
20.
Oh, jeez. My roll is my roll with survival.
Nab 1 over here.
14.
They got 24 over here.
Okay.
Three.
Well,
Lose.
thanks to Nettlebane and Nick, they're able to kind of do the work. You guys you put little twigs.
We
and-
did the labor. We were carrying
I have a
it.
0 in
We're,
survival.
we're looking back at our footprints like, fuck.
Yeah, they go back and cover up the footprints though. So
What'd you get on the roll?
A 2. Plus my 1, making 3.
you hide the pillar, and you're good to go. There's nothing
All right.
left.
Let's load up. Regulators, mount up.
All right. As you approach the town, one of the dragons comes down and it meets you and it transforms back into a dragonborn. Welcome back, gentlemen.
So you got a sign on?
You don't see anything. You don't see any weapons on him.
I thought you said we had a week.
Yes, we do not plan invading your town quite yet, but Master Osiris has sent us to make sure that you planned on coming home.
Why did you think we wouldn't? You gave us a week.
Well,
I mean, that's stupidity on y'all's part, really.
after killing one of your friends, he believed that you have all become cowards and perhaps wouldn't have returned home.
You realize how many I've killed?
Do you realize how many people we have to sort through to decide which ones are worth keeping, which ones are not?
Yes, we know exactly how many.
And why tell us?
Then you understand why it's important that we return home.
Very well. We'll leave you at your task.
Thank you.
Something's going over.
Now, this dragonborn, he kind of comes up closer to you. And says, listen, it may seem cruel and unusual, but Osiris and Queen Iris, they are not they're not that bad once you get used to them. Nowadays, they only kill maybe one or two of our people after a mistake, but they've calmed down in the few years, and I'm sure they'll grow to like your people once they are subjected to their rule.
Are you just talking to him, or can the rest of us hear
Yeah,
it?
you all can hear it. But he approached Bane because Bane seemed like the one that stepped up first.
It's not, nothing new for our people to be. Well, I'm pretty sure you knew during the times that they weren't in the best of light with the goblins, so subservience isn't always out of the question into some form for survival.
He puts his hand on your shoulder and says, and he pats you on the shoulder. Yes. Good job, boy. Good job.
Hopefully, I'm one of the ones they decide is worth keeping.
Well, however you decide to do it is none of our concern.
So bad that we had no
Well,
Maybe one day, if I survive, I can rise in the ranks to be underneath you.
yes. Yes, that is cute. I could always use a servant like you.
Thank you, sir.
He looks at all of you. He says, you would do well to be obedient as this one. You'll go a long way.
Messaging in the minds. Smile and nod, boys. Smile and nod.
I'm just gonna smile and nod. I'm good with, masking my emotions.
He says, perhaps the blind one would make a good one to kill.
Loneliness.
You won't survive well in our ranks.
Nah. At least he can talk to animals. Maybe you could find it to where he could, I don't know, cultivate more animals for your use or for your food. Everything has a purpose.
He just glares at you. He says, it is amazing how long your people have lived. Very well. We will leave.
Bow to him. Just dip the head and turn. Just
We will leave you. But there are only 5 days remaining.
Me being a smart ass. Good, you can count.
Glares at you. We are on strict orders to not attack unless attacked.
he was referring to me. I thought that we still had 7 days at full parchment. He was declaring that at least you could count and I could not. He was just making jest at me, sir, not to you. Showing another way that I'm totally inferior to you.
You know, I was not supposed to tell you this, but if you give us the traitor king, the one that you keep in your wagon, this hobgoblin will easily trade his life for 10 of yours.
That's a process in which they'll choose. It's not on my part to make those choices. Others better than I will make those.
You have 5 days. Use them wisely. Say goodbye to your loved ones. Otherwise, you will say goodbye to everyone.
Thank you. Be it not our way to go out in a blaze of glory, sir. Thank you.
There will not be glory. And he just turns into a dragon. And he flies up in the air. And they start just to fly away.
Nettlebane, those things may be as arrogant as you are dumb.
They're about to be as arrogant as you are.
Picking on Nettlebane, it has to be. Nettlebane is the little one.
You know,
As soon as
I was tempted to say, well, the guy was supposedly there, raised me on Allah.
Ooh.
No, that probably would not be a good idea.
Good call there. So as these dragons leave,
Pulls out my $1 ring.
Relic, you see your old buddies.
Hey, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna wait till. Oh boy. I haven't fluctuated to what the fuck I'm gonna say for months now, and I still have not come to a conclusion. So I'm just gonna play it by ear.
Best way to do it, bud.
I'm having fun
But-
with this.
At first, when I first was coming up with
Being
it,
a smart ass every now and then.
We have
It's
to.
Nah, I ain't
part of
keep it
the
going.
character.
That's part of Maverick.
this is like the commentary. At first, I was gonna have Relic be like really angry and fucking pissed,
Yeah.
but now I'm gonna have him be more
Mellow.
not mellow, but more understanding of what happened, how it happened. He's still gonna be fucking pissed, but he's not gonna convey it like it was a necessary thing, in that Bane had like strong influence on having him die.
Right.
That's funny. Like, kick you through the wall.
All right,
Nice
Now-
slice of life.
are they're still on the carriage? Like they're riding in on the carriage, or they're walking in?
They're walking in now.
They're walking in. All right.
You see everybody. You see Bane. You see Scourin. You see Maverick. You see Nick. You see Lily. You see Dandelion. But you don't see someone
Yeah.
who was told to you left with them.
My God, you guys are back.
Yeah.
We had so much to talk about. What happened? But where's
You
Pinecone?
see those things flying in the air?
Yeah, I saw them. We can discuss them later. Where have you guys been? What? You guys don't look too scratched up. What happened? Where's Pinecone? Bane, I trusted him with you.
Hey, look, Pinecone got turned into a monkey. I'm gonna reach in and pull the monkey out.
I'm gonna. Bane.
He likes good berries.
Bane. Me and you both know that you would have thrown him at me if that really was Pinecone.
He's
Where's
so cute as a monkey.
Bane? Why are you dodging my
He's
question?
so cute as a monkey.
Bane. Bane. Why are you dodging my question? Where's Pinecone?
I'm not
Relic.
asking a question because Pinecone's dead. Let's keep cutting them off.
Oh my gosh. Relic, listen.
What?
Relic.
What happened?
Relic.
What?
Those things, the dragons, they had these weapons, and he saved his life.
Doesn't matter. I let him die.
Dandelion.
I couldn't stop it. I let him die.
Dandelion, yes. It's me.
Relic.
Relic, it doesn't matter. It's
They
my
speak
fault.
the truth.
I didn't save him and he died. It's on me.
I trusted you with him.
Yeah, well, we see how well trusted I am.
You know he wasn't prepared for battle, and yet you told me to let him go with you without me there. You were supposed to protect him. What happened?
I failed.
In the end, he protected us, though.
I'm just gonna say I failed. Almost set the monkey, hand it to Nick. Take off my $1 ring and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I failed again. And start walking off.
It should have been me. They wanted me.
But it wasn't you. It was Pinecone. I just shouldn't let him go. I shouldn't have been foolish enough to let him go into battle without me there, without even giving him some kind of protection to fight.
Didn't matter. Magic didn't work. The only chance the little guy had was the cock punch that I showed him. That's it. That's the only chance he had. Dude, I grabbed on this thing to slam it, and it did nothing. As hard as I could hit, anything I could do, it was worthless.
Couldn't even pierce the
They
skin.
couldn't cast magic around these things. There was stuff blocking everything.
We buried a ruin. We need you to take a look at it, Relic, when you're ready. But ready's going to have to be sooner than later, because these things are coming back in 5 days.
Then answer me this: where's the body? At least.
You got a question? You know what happens when you mix two spells? We do.
I'm just gonna go to the cart and look at whatever Dandelion was talking about.
It was something like we've never seen before.
Magic disintegration.
It was a combination of the magic missile and a disintegration spell. He couldn't dodge it, he couldn't avoid it. And there was nothing left but ash.
We will speak of this later. Just take this room and follow me to my shop, where I can investigate and have my other apprentices look at it.
Start reading the scripts.
Okay. They,
It was on a big obelisk stone. There were 4 of them. And an orb like the orb we encountered before, but a lot smaller on a pedestal. It seemed to hold the magic inside. It was like it was siphoning it from the others.
the orb was so powerful when I casted a detect magic spell upon it, it caused me great pain and agony. I don't think I could cast another spell at least until another day passed.
Do you at least have the orb so I can investigate it and see if it provides this anti-magic you speak of?
No, I want to get it failed as that.
Well,
How did you lose this?
A group of monkeys.
Nick speaks up. Well, there were monkeys, and they took the orb.
You guys were outsmarted by fucking primates.
Hey,
The-
how many of those dragonborn did you shoot down from the sky? Because we got one killed.
How many apprentices have you gotten killed exactly?
Mine or yours?
Both.
Literally.
Anyway, this is no time to argue. Just we can speak of what happened later. Just follow me. I tell them to, and bring this pillar with you. We can speak on our way to my shop.
It's outside.
We weren't able to bring the pillar in. We had to bury it outside the city. In fear of the dragons finding it.
How far outside the city is it?
It's about half a mile.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go round up a couple of my engineers, and I want you guys to, at least one of you, to take me to this pillar so I can study it, write down any information I can find from it, and then work with that.
Relic, we're deeply sorry.
It's not your fault. This happens, but
I'm gonna walk over, pick up my ring, put it back on, and be like, "So I'm gonna go try and find these other races later, guys."
guys. I'm gonna start walking like I'm leaving.
Bane, wait. It's a noble attempt, but some of these races, the travel is days. If you're lucky, you can maybe reach one, but not be back in time before the dragons come.
We've lost one member. We're not losing another. So you're going to help us out here by preparing in case we do not come to terms and we have to start this fight. You will be here with us helping.
Oh, man, if only we had more time. God.
There will be sleepless nights, entire tireful days while we work and prepare for this battle.
What if we get stop time?
Well,
Bane,
Does anybody have that type of magic?
Hey.
I'm not trying to.
time.
I don't know. He
Stop
does it.
time. My grandfather, he did it once.
Clock tower.
He points at it. We've built our entire city around it. We have not dared touch it since the Great War. My grandfather showed me it. I may be able to manipulate time. He used it to speed it up, but I may be able to use the incantation to create more time, slow it down, turn the 5 days we have into a little bit longer than that.
Do you feel up to that?
If I do this, it will take years from my life. Every additional minute I give you, it may take time out of my own life. But
If we all do it, we'll just take a little bit out of each of ours.
however,
Is it something only you can do, or is it something you can teach us? Like he was just suggesting, maybe take a little bit of each of our lives.
I may be able to instruct you, but I don't know if we have time for that.
Well, if you're able to stop time, we'll have all the time in the world.
I feel like I might be able to slow it down at least. I am not as powerful as my grandfather, nor have I had the hundreds of years he had to study it. I may at best be able to slow time, expand the 5 days we have into, well, looking at the current age that I am now. If I may be able to buy us a month's time.
And how much of your life does this take?
Bane, I have many sins I still wish to repent for. In the time that I was gone, being alone with myself and my thoughts, I want to be able to do the right thing at least once in my life. You taught me that.
How much time will it take from your life?
It may take all of my life. But with the time that you have, you may be able to save this world. If you come back sooner, it may not take all of the life that I have. But a month, 30 days. 30 days may give you enough time to go from one race to another, gain allies, gain strength, and find a way.
Well, old man, have you got maps? We might be on our way.
I do. And I have something even better. He pulls out a notebook and a pen that's wrapped around with a cord.
Not the book that makes you crazy.
No. It's his notes from all the different.
Oh yeah, the Dark Grimoire.
It's his notes from all the different races.
Am I joking campaign?
No, it's the same campaign, but that book is gone.
Yeah.
This is a notebook.
Make sure.
You're good. That book turned into that.
This book, I've used it to inscribe maps and notes and as much information as I can about these different races you've encountered. While you're gone, continue my work. I wish to create an entire encyclopedia of everything that exists in this world. The wildlife,
You want to create a core book.
the plant life. Yes. A book that can instruct the future. A book that could help them carry on.
To find their path, a book of pathfinders.
Damn it, Bane. I think you're onto something.
Core book for pathfinders. Sounds amazing. You can even write spells in so that they can learn these. As they get stronger.
Yes. Well, we don't have time to waste.
Or copyrights.
Follow me, everyone. So he goes up to the clock tower. You guys follow him if you want to. This is it. This is the time stone. He touches the stone. My grandfather, he hid inside of the stone for years. This terrified me. Also, he could stay alive. He says a magic command word in some foreign language. And their little doorway opens in the stone. Okay. Here's how it works. I will be able to buy you all the extra time you need. The Dragonborn will not know the difference. Only if they are alerted. If they're alerted, if someone tells them that the time has been moving slower, they'll come. For them, it'll feel like 5 days. But for you and all the people you interact with, it'll feel like 30.
So as long as no one knows, we're fine.
It's crucial that you do not interact with any of the Dragonborn. If you see them, hide. Otherwise, they may discover our plot.
They'll notice we're moving at a different pace than they are.
And they will come here. And they will lay siege to this place. As long as I'm doing this, I am not available in any other capacity. So all my magic energy will be directed here. I don't want to waste any more time than what we have.
So it begins. Da-da-da-da.
Good luck, my friends. He goes into the time
Praise be
stone.
Yondala.
Praise be Yondala.
Praise beyond all the times.
You spend them just drinking.
He goes in. Oh, yeah, you just eat. You just go home and sleep for 30 days. You say what time? What? Nap time.
All those fair maidens.
All right, he goes in. The doorway he created seals, and time begins to move a little more slowly.
We gotta test this. That'll make.
He just feels like you slapped him at the regular pace.
I'm
I
just
just turned my cheek for you to do it. Just slap me back.
I'm gonna pull out a knife and I'm gonna stab him in a non-lethal spot. And I'm gonna say, "Hey, does this hurt?"
Just say nope. Like time paradox. It doesn't hurt. Try it.
I'm not trying it.
Yeah, do it on yourself.
Kick his knife into him.
So he didn't really quite explain how the physics of everything works, but it seems like time is moving
Spatial
normal for all of
distortion.
you. And it's just a distortion that seemingly goes unnoticed unless you make people wary of it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna
Let's
go just buy some simple supplies.
So, Relic, I know there's a lot of for you to take in at the moment. How are you feeling?
Just anger, but mostly disappointment, but also I always get them mixed up. Sympathy. I want to say sympathy is the one.
Sympathetic.
Sympathetic, yeah, towards Bane because I know he didn't mean
Or
for that.
empathetic, maybe empathy.
I
He's
can't-
feeling what he's feeling.
Yeah, I think that's empathy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sympathizing is when you can understand it.
yeah, yeah. I empathize with him and know that it's not his fault. He didn't mean for it to happen.
No time for empathy. Let's go.
But I am focused on getting everybody safe and getting rid of these dragonborn.
Okay. Right on.
21%.
All right. So, what would you all like to do?
Get supplies and get the home moving.
All right. You get your supplies. A couple hours go by, but
Add shit to your list.
you're able to.
Add like a couple more daggers.
You can all add all the supplies you need within reason. You can add
Harpoons.
rations.
4 daggers. You think I'm even?
Sure.
Goblin clothes anymore.
Clear out your bags of anything that you don't need.
Goblin armor. That's gone. I still have that.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to put these dragon fangs and dragon blood away in the chest so I don't need to carry
Go
them
for
with me.
Pen and paper right here.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I can't. One of you guys has to get it. I gotta keep my shit simple.
I already put it.
Part of the monk shit.
I put it a little while ago.
I
Just
remember
when
he
you said
had
it.
his notebook as well. I don't know who's carrying it.
That would be a good idea for him to carry it.
The notebook?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Make more sense.
Moving my 4 rocks to a different pocket.
It's not that great of a weapon, but it is good for cutting things. Yeah.
Do I need anything else?
Cutting ropes.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take
Oh, just a little bit of rope too.
I'm still free. I can use that.
I can use spider climb.
That's a good idea. Very good idea.
Hope one of you guys take.
I know he's the stealthy one, but still he can still get caught.
Pen, paper, rope, and
Kenpachi, he meets you. He says, "So, were you all planning on leaving without me, or what?"
Yes.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm gonna grab a couple druid books for the hell of it, because I'm trying to learn to be able to talk to my monkey.
Okay. Yeah, the monkey is like, whoop, whoop.
Well, I don't have that.
Monk talks to a monkey.
You,
What?
the document to be a free halfling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna try to begin to educate the monkey in language, and as in like writing.
What do you write on?
The dirt, the
What
sand.
this means.
I'll scrawl out like an A.
He's like, woo. He writes it, or he does it too.
Yeah, just getting him to familiarize with the shapes. And saying what they
this
are.
means.
He draws like, as
Actually, Ash.
he sees you draw on the ground, and he starts drawing on the ground too.
I've been meaning to ask you, who is your? Been
He
meaning.
draws the face of another monkey. Like,
I'm gonna look at him and go. Seems like our friend knows where the other monkey is.
Guess it's time to recruit some more. I'll never see an army of monkeys coming by.
Maybe I won't let it. Maybe I won't let him get killed.
Does anybody have a
I'd be surprised at that.
Right?
As long as no monk kicks me, I think I can.
He does, or he did at least.
What was it?
A sharpening stone.
A sharpening stone, a flint. My guy keeps the basic essentials as part of his monk stuff.
Alright.
Although he can become a world monk and then start packing all this shit on like he's a cat lady. But
question: who has the notebook that was given to you by Dandelion?
I do.
Relic?
yeah, now we're like has it.
The monkey is like, he goes like this to you.
I'm gonna ask for the book for him to show us where.
I hand him the book.
I also added like a small amount of like dried meat,
Um,
like vegetables.
Start flipping
Okay.
the pages.
Cause cook.
We'll hold out there for you.
right there. That's and then point to the ground, point to the book.
He like uses all his fingers.
Ah, okay. All right, monkeys on the map. Hold it up, put it up.
He climbs on back on your shoulder.
I'm a monk with a monkey. Walking around with me, just doing monkey shit.
Monkeying around.
Just wait. I'm gonna teach you the important thing. I'm teaching him to poop in his hand and throw it at everything. It's gonna be the beginning of monkey slinging poo.
We might lose a member faster than we thought.
Oh
So
no, I can put it pretty quick.
the monkey has. It seems like the monkey kind of showed you where the other monkeys might be, and it might be a good indicator where that orb is.
Or it's just a trap.
Hey, I wonder if that orb was like one of the ones they used inside those guns.
I think so. Well, that one repelled. Wait, if it repels magic. that
But
would make
whenever it was used with magic by a magic user, did it weaken the other guys when they shot their guns?
sense. They got injured for some reason. It looked like it hurt them.
Kind of like it did Dandelion.
Yeah.
So that's like a cartridge of some kind that held the magic shot or something, like a magic load, and it damaged them to use it.
Store
But it
magic.
didn't damage him as bad because he was a caster.
So what you're saying is a concentrated blast of unknown magic from this weird device hurt these dragon people.
And they can store magic.
They shot it like a gun. It's like they could combine spells that were stored like two wands storing and shooting them at the same time. But they weren't all casters, but they all had these guns and they were all shooting them. Some of them were in pain every time they fired them.
So do you think that they're holding captive spellcasters to make these weapons and imbue them with magic, and it hurts them because they are not native to it and they do not learn magic or understand magic natively?
But there was some magics that worked inside there and weren't absorbed, such as mixed magic.
So that would mean pure magic that comes from nature that isn't arcane and that isn't evil inherently works in those buildings.
Yeah.
So what we should do is look through this notebook and see if we can find any races that are pure magic and start calling them in as allies and seeing what we can learn from them on how they use their magic.
This elkish or elks, these big tall thin things, elves.
I think that looks like elves.
Say elves or elks. Okay, this penmanship's worse than mine.
Elves.
Elves. Okay, so maybe we should find.
In there, you see a sketch of what they look like.
They seem to look like more.
This guy has like a wooden staff. It looks like it's growing. It's like it has like still stuff on it.
They seem to look like humans with some weird shaped ears.
Humans.
I thought we
Maybe
had those were.
elves?
No,
I-
yeah.
I think you've all heard the tale of humans, but you've never seen one.
They're like humans.
Yeah.
So let's find these elves or elks or whatever they're called. They have that kind of magic, then they're definitely going to be a help to us.
Yeah.
It says non-selectively social to other races. Not, yeah, they're selective to other races.
Oh, you're terrible.
It's the penmanship. Here, you read it. I'll pass it over to you.
All right. Non-selective.
Hmm.
I'm all so confused. Just take it.
Selective.
Just take it.
No, it's there's another word.
So-
Non-compassionate, selective, in
Under prestidigitation would work to make this look better.
You could.
Yeah. Let me see the book for a moment, Bane. And wave my hand. No, I'm playing Relic. Relic.
Relic is now
I hold
blind.
the book open. I wave my hand over it, trying to use prestidigitation, see if it looks better. Hand it back to Bane.
As you do that, the book, like, it shocks you.
Shit.
And you take 4 points of damage. It shocks you, and then the book flies up, smacks you on the head, and then it goes back into his hand.
What in God's, what in Yamada's name just happened?
You casted a spell on
I'll
a
snuggle the book for a minute.
spell.
Who's a good book? I like this.
The book seems to be calm, and the monkey's like, ooh, and he starts pointing at the book.
Non-selectively social does not like to begin to speak to other tribes or races. Very confrontational and seclusive, but selectively great allies. Strong, resilient, loyal, and determined. Very tall, very proud.
So we
One
can-
with nature.
The book turns a page on its own, and it begins sketching out a more detailed drawing of an elf, so you can clearly see what this looks like. It's tall, ears are pointed, the hair is normally long, and it has
His hair
his
was
face.
almost silverish. It's like a golden silver mix.
It begins to draw it in color, like you see the color of its clothes and everything.
I'm gonna just carefully
Oh, look,
examine.
it's like a wooden and green bronzing. So they gotta be like nature people.
Yeah.
We're not Nick. We can see it.
Yeah.
That'd be good for the ones that are druids.
Check it out. Look, Nettle Man. Look,
I'm looking.
no, look. It's got like a weird symbol on its belt.
I'm looking. I'm used to looking at pictures and remembering what they look
So, do you see the symbol on the belt? As he looks really close, I'm gonna squeeze the book so it slaps him.
like. My
Oh,
My
Nettle
face
Man
is-
is trying to attack you.
my face is just
Book
gonna be the
jumps
same.
up and then bumps you on the head, and it goes into his hand instead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it and just not really care about the hit in the face. All right, so we are going to need to find some people taller than us, pointy ears, normally long hair. Now, we can't,
All right. So, has this book got a locator spell?
Does this book tell us in what direction or what general
Locator
direction?
spell?
Yeah.
I don't know. The book is in your hands.
I'm just gonna maybe look through the page and then turn it and
You turn the page, and you see a layout of the place where they live, or their land.
All right, man. Let's hit it.
Alright.
Like the monkeys are there too, and he jumps down. He starts pulling on your arm.
The monkey in the orb.
He starts pointing at the monkey drawing he did in the dirt.
Yeah. We should probably. What do you guys think?
we definitely need to go there now.
Let's get the orb. Okay, he seems pretty persistent.
Get the orb first. All right.
All right, so on our way.
Close the notebook and just put it in the backpack.
We're gonna go get the orb first, then we're gonna. We might
The
try to
notebook
go
allows
check out
itself
the
to be
elves.
in
See
your
if-
backpack.
That's what
We're gonna.
they're at the same spot.
So slick. He
Are you?
didn't
I don't.
stealth.
No. We're gonna go look for. We're
No,
gonna go look for the orb with the monkeys first.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Cause
No,
when I
babe,
showed
roll for perception.
for perception.
Minus 20.
14 plus, let's see, perception 11
Minus
minus
20.
20. That would be
5.
5.
That's about right. Where
So-
you at?
You didn't notice, but something happened with the book, and it's
We can't find the book.
God damn it! What happened?
Minus
Bane
20.
knows. Bane's just sitting there smiling like,
he's laughing.
Bane paid attention.
Can I sense motive on Bane? Why he's not telling us? No, I'm kidding. Can I, Bane? Why are you? What happened? Why are you smiling and chuckling?
The book is stealthier than our rogue.
What
You
is that
lost?
supposed to mean?
Where's the book?
Just take your book back. We
I'm
were
gonna
busy
open up
caught
the
up in
book
conversation.
I'm gonna open
and
up
it
the book
finally
bag
flipped.
now.
You open up the book back, and then the book flips to a blank page and draws a face of a person laughing.
I'm gonna close the book bag and put it on. Ready to go now?
I think this book is going to do very well with us.
So you guys were caught in conversation, and the DM was talking, and he said, "And the book folds itself up and allows itself to be put inside your book bag." And you had no clue, so it outstuffed you. -20 because we had to get your attention for it.
Yeah.
All right.
So you make your way to the wherever the monkey told you.
Yes.
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 How much time we got left? Oh,
We
got a
got-
little bit of time.
Yeah, I got 27 minutes.
Monkey Haven.
You start making your way. It takes you about like maybe a few hours to get there. And you're now at the entrance. What
We're
it seems,
traveling in the wagon, right?
yeah,
Okay. So me and Monkey have just been sitting there meditating. I'm teaching him how to meditate.
yeah. The monkey's like really eager, like to go back to his home.
He keeps trying to get home, like, sit down. Not getting sitting calm, trying to get him to.
When you finally get there, you're at the entrance of a forest, and there's like trees upon trees upon trees. It's with let's see, with Nick there. He can do a wild empathy check.
Okay.
This is something you probably do.
11. Do I add anything to it?
Your diplomacy and half of your level.
All right. So that's 16.
All right.
17.
This time around, he doesn't use it to communicate with animals so much, but as he does with the trees. My friends, this is a very old forest. And there are many, many homes here for our woodland creatures. We do best to respect
I'm gonna get out an axe and start chopping wood. I'm kidding.
Starts throwing knives at the animals.
Fire, flame, arrows. If you No, I'm kidding.
the
Put
book.
yourselves.
The book like pops out of your bag, and it goes into Maverick's hands, and then the pen goes into your right hand, and it opens up to a blank page.
I just gotta let it do its thing because I don't know what to expect.
You allow it to start drawing this forest, because this is the closest that this book has ever been in the presence of this forest. So it's using you to try to teach you how to draw,
Oh, okay.
and it's also drawing the trees,
Mapping. Nice.
mapping the area.
I'm good at drawing.
Maverick the Mapper. The Marauder. Mapper.
And then it binds itself up and pops into your bag.
Alright, so now we see the clearest path.
Yeah, if you follow that path, that
It was
seems.
the clearest path.
And the monkey's really excited.
I'm not gonna take the clearest path, and I'm kind of gonna just follow along in the, just to.
You're in the wagon. Go on the clearest path.
I know I'm always paces ahead, aren't I?
Well, it would seem that it's a little bit rough for the horses in the wagon, and it might not be the best idea. They could probably make it, but you'd have to.
It's gonna be hard to turn it around, get it back out later.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit like that.
Why don't we tie it up? Why don't we tie the horses up? Or let them run free and then have someone with summon animal call them back when we're ready.
I'm just gonna scout on ahead while they're.
Yeah, you
knocking
can do that.
everything.
Just leave the carriage there.
The monkey looks at you and he points at him. And the monkey jumps and he starts following you.
All right, I'm just gonna let them follow me. Just.
So give me like acrobatics and climb check. The monkey's gonna do the same thing.
So, yeah. 19, and then the climb, you said?
Yeah.
That would be 20.
All right.
Stat.
The monkey like jumps onto the branches that are closest to you, and he starts throwing crap at you. And it's like he wants to race you through the forest. He's like,
I'm just gonna
and then he
race.
starts making his butt.
All right, now I don't like that at all. I'm gonna chase him after him.
He's gonna beat your ass, that'll way.
Now I'm chasing the monkey.
Calling you a monkey's ass.
All right, you start chasing the monkey down. Give me another climb and another acrobatics check.
Climb first.
Yeah.
That is a 24.
Okay.
And in acrobatics, a nat 20 plus 16.
All right, you're keeping up with the monkey, and you're actually passing him. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
Laughing and beginning to follow the path as they're going.
I'm just gonna stay on the wagon and keep looking through a spell book, see if I can do anything to bring back Pinecone or something.
Okay. Fair enough.
Nat 20.
I've got. Yeah,
All right. And Nick and Lily are going to
we
follow.
get, yeah, they
feel
have
right.
one on stride, so we're following them. We're like latched onto them following.
Yeah.
The blind man is leading the way.
Just like you guys are like running down there. So you're starting to get ahead of the monkey. He starts to climb, swinging, and you're doing the same thing, but you're getting ahead of him. And the monkey just keeps yelling at you. And as you guys are running through there, the monkey he stops. And he's like, and what do you do?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of stop right next to him as well because I'm kind of cautious.
You're you're already ahead of him, so you're you're probably like 10 feet ahead of him before you notice him stopping.
I'm not going to do backtrack.
Alright, I'm gonna kind of, my message is on, so I'd be like, the monkey stopped and he's interested in something.
Go back to him. Go where he's at.
And I'm
Say
gonna,
it.
Do a climb check.
a 3 plus a 14, that is a 17.
Alrighty, and then do acrobat.
That's a 6 plus a 16, so that's a 22.
Alright, no problem. You make it back to the monkey, and the monkey looks and he starts like hitting you on the arm.
I'm gonna look at him like, what do you need?
Oh, and then the monkey like grabs you like by the head and he kisses you in the mouth.
I'm gonna immediately throw up. I'm just gonna throw up.
He's trying. I think that's his way of saying congratulations and beating him.
Yeah, I'm gonna gag, like just gag a little.
Try and do it respectfully.
I'm gonna be like, that's like respect.
And the monkey beating his chest and all that. You guys by that time you start to catch up to where they're at, and by now you guys are pretty far into the forest.
So we get there, we hear him.
Yeah.
I'm yelling, stop! You up there beating my monkey?
No, I easily beat your monkey. Beat him in a race.
You did beat his monkey, didn't you?
Wait, what?
All over the place.
Oh no, I just realized.
The monkey is laughing. The monkey laughs too for some reason because you're all laughing, so the monkey's laughing too.
I'm just gonna look at monkey.
The monkey looks at you, and he just looks forward. He just points further into the forest.
I'm gonna nod my head and be like,
I'm gonna continue scaring my
The
head.
monkey, instead of going on your shoulder, he kind of runs off. He's starting to like really book it, like
there we go.
so.
All ass.
Yeah,
You guys start double timing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys start trying to book it and keep up with the monkey.
I'm still. What?
Yeah, you're good. By now, you kind of don't need to make as many checks. You guys make it there, and you guys get far into the forest. Everybody, give me a perception check.
You want to do that too?
Yes.
17 plus.
26.
I got 22.
Right? 26.
You're able to see him. He's far off, like he's
That'll be like right on.
Yeah, 28 for me and 34, Nick.
And as you make it further down, he's starting to zigzag now. He's taking like these different paths. What do you do? As he's trying to zigzag.
I'm gonna mimic him and just
You
just in
mimic him?
case.
Okay. Give me another climb and acrobatics check.
First climb. 15 plus 14.
All
That
right,
is
no
a
problem.
29. Acrobatics. That would be a 20.
Okay, everybody give me perception. You're gonna need over a 20.
11 plus 11, that is a 22.
I have a 16.
I'm at 14 on mine, and Nick has 3 plus 9 is 22.
So,
14.
Okay.
22 and 22 for
Nick has 22.
You got what?
22.
All right. Okay. Those of you
Makes
over
sense because you'd be right beside him.
those of you over 20, you're good. Those of you under 20, you start to see a huge fog around you, and you are kind of not as sure as where you are. Those of you over 20, you can still see the monkey, and you're following along him.
Bane, what's going on?
Hey guys, whoa, shit's getting foggy. Where you at?
I'm,
Slow down.
You can hear each other though.
Over here, I drew my sword because I don't know what's going on.
I'm still sitting up here on the cart with everybody.
You are all going to need to be careful. I cannot lose the monkey.
Fair enough. Everybody else group together. Nettlebane, stay with the monkey.
Nick and Lily are good. They've been following, so it's pretty much Nettlebane, Nick, and Lily who have been able to keep up.
Me and Maverick are kind of like, hey, we're just slowing back. Keep going. We'll be there, slow and steady. Just start marking stuff or something.
Good idea.
Cut a vine or do something. Let me know what's going on.
I'm going to, because I have like 14 daggers, I'm just going to kind of throw a dagger down every once in a while.
That's smart.
Risk
If you
it.
guys can find the daggers, you might be able to continue on. Give me a perception check to find that. Just these guys.
I'm just going to remove 7 daggers.
At 20.
Daggers.
Okay,
15.
good. Maverick?
13.
You guys find the first dagger that he threw. So now,
All right, bro. I'm taking my prayer beads, tying the lanyards I got together. Here, bro. So we got about like 25 foot of rope.
all right.
All right, bro. We'll keep it simple. Keep it together. Let's go.
All right, well done. Okay, you guys keep following the monkey, and eventually, the monkey stops, and there's like an open clearing in the forest.
Did you say that?
Yeah, there's a small clearing in the forest. I'm going to get down from the trees.
Don't get down. Never get in a clearing. You don't know. There could be archers. There could be anything. Never put yourself as an open target.
I'm
Just
gonna-
wait for us.
I was just about to
First,
say,
I'm going to look,
wait
just
for us.
see if there's anything out of the ordinary in the clearing.
Just don't open yourself up. Dude.
Nick, if you get a chance, you might want to send her down to look around real fast. Smell and come back.
All right, Bane. Nick, he sends Lily to kind of stealthily go through there.
She has woodland stride too, so she's good. She like fuck these
Pretty good
thorns.
shit, like a good stealth. She stealthily checks the area.
I should have the phone.
He nods over for Nick to move forward, and Nick moves forward.
Was that noise made by you or somebody outside?
That's him.
Okay. It's a weird neighborhood.
Yeah.
Crazy pussy out there, bro.
Keep it.
Right?
You can come forward. There's no need to hide anymore, Panther Warrior. He's speaking to Nick.
He hasn't seen me yet.
Nick, what's going on, buddy?
Are we there yet?
This guy called me
Coming up to it.
Panther Warrior or something. I don't understand. I don't really know what's going on.
You know what? If he knows that much and knows you're there, I don't see any harm.
I don't think he knows I'm here.
Cast
hasn't
invisibility
recognized
sphere.
me.
Then
Yeah.
stay that way, Nettlebane. Stay up top, stay quiet, and wait.
I can use the visibility sphere to cover us, and we can walk in there. Into precaution.
Nick goes forward with Lily. Your kind is welcome here. Welcome. That is seen, and you see it too, when this fog that's in the clearing begins to clear, and you see monkeys all around in all of these trees.
Continue walking, following those daggers, picking them up, because I know Nettlebane wants them all back.
Nick would immediately notice, like, oh my goodness,
It's like, I hear a lot of fucking monkeys.
this is insane. Who said that? Who spoke to me? It was me. He hears a voice. Don't you see me?
They told you monkey.
Oh my god. Is it?
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna be confused and all I see is monkeys and I'm gonna realize, is it the monkey that we've been
I would crap myself.
following?
Nick, turn those eyes on. Oh, has it been another day?
It has been
It
another.
has been another day.
Is that what you want him to do?
What?
Did you hear what they said about all that is seen, yada yada yada? Nick, turn on the eyes.
All right, Nick is like, I don't know. I hear him.
How close?
I'm sorry, whoever you are, but I can't see you. I'm blind. You'll have to present yourself in front of me. Ah, yes, it would seem that you cannot see as I see, but I see as you see. And he feels a thud jump down, like right in front of him.
Do I see this?
Yeah, you see this. You see a monkey, like a regular monkey, like the one that you guys had.
Oh, it's just,
He doesn't have more with him.
it's a monkey. There's a talking.
What about you guys? What are you doing?
Well, apparently there's a talking monkey sitting in front of you. This is probably somebody that's gonna be a quest giver.
Collect 10 bananas.
So, Nick, ask him what's going on. And Maverick and me are still making pace.
Yeah, you guys can almost see the clearing from where you're at the pace you're going.
We've gotten 11 daggers
What?
so far.
What did you want Nick to ask again?
What's going on? Where are we?
Where are we? You are in my kingdom.
Ask him his name.
What is your name,
We're all forgetting about the orb.
Your Highness? The monkey, he puts his hands in his mouth. Oh, no one has addressed me as Your Highness in oh so long. Oh my. That is a good one. Would you like to play a game with me? He asked Nick. And Nick is like, we don't really have time to play a game, but maybe later we can. No, not later. I want to play right now.
We just have to do what the monkey man says.
And we can play as soon as all of your friends are here.
All of them?
Stuff.
Relic, you might have to find your way here.
I've been riding on the carpet with you guys.
We were walking.
You were walking?
We were walking.
So you've been sitting outside.
Well, shit.
We're gonna assume that you would have been following us at some point.
Yeah,
in the
there we
timeline.
go.
25 foot would have had enough to tie all three of us.
A few monkeys come up to the car where you are, Relic, and they all start looking at you.
Okay. I'm just gonna look around at them.
Did you
I
tell
mean,
us that?
Huh?
Did you tell us what you see?
guys, I'm currently surrounded by monkeys. What did you do?
They
Follow them. Just go with them. It's fine.
They kind of wave their hands to you. Go, they haven't learned that one
They're-
yet. They're gonna learn it from their friend later.
Okay, and I'm just gonna follow them, I guess.
They lead you in.
Whatever you do, don't spank the monkeys.
Thought didn't cross my mind, but okay.
Don't shock them. Don't.
Don't play with them either.
I was just gonna follow them.
For a good shot. Oh yeah.
No, this little monkey is he waits. He's sitting there, and he's just waiting. How much longer is your friend going to be hiding up there?
So
Because that's not the game I want to play.
Are we there yet too?
Yeah, by then you guys have
I'm
gone.
gonna sit down. I'm gonna look around for my monkey. And be like,
All the monkeys go woo. It's like, and this king, Lord Monkey or whatever, he looks at you and says, you shouldn't speak that way.
I'm
That
just,
is
I'm just
really
looking
rude."
around. Oh hey, how's it going?
And he looks at you like, is this one your monkey?
What? You talking about? What? I'm looking for my friend. Where'd he go?
Ah. Well, it seems that he has brought you here. You're all looking for something, aren't you? You catch the end of this because you finally made it. The monkey led you here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking for my friend.
Don't worry about that now. Because now I want to play a game with all of you.
Yeah. Well, is my friend okay? Just looking around, trying to. I'm looking at each and every little monkey, trying to see if it's him.
I'm just there.
I'm just one more worried about finding my friend monkey, just because.
Excuse me. I do not like to be ignored.
You're not being ignored. It's just important to a friend. I mean no disrespect, but it would be disrespectful on a friend to not know he's okay.
Your friend does not listen. As soon as he snaps his fingers, he grows into a full size. He's a lot taller than all of you, and he looks completely different. His fur changes from just a regular brown color to now he has whitish fur all over his hands and his arms, down his legs, on his chest. Yes.
Great. Now I gotta look around you.
Like,
Is my friend okay? That's all I want to know.
this one. You blamed my monkey for being annoying. This one that you have has annoyed me faster than any of my companions.
He's not annoying. He's good. He's just misunderstood. Where'd he go?
Alright, I'm just gonna jump down because I think he already saw me because you said
Yeah.
Yeah.
he saw me.
Listen, all you gotta do is let me know my friend's okay. We'll play a game or whatever. I just want to know he's okay.
No, I'm afraid that the time for play is over.
Oh.
I now want to see what all of you can do. Your friend has ignored me for the last time.
I'm very sorry about this buffoon. He is basically our monkey.
The monkey goes and he attacks you. He just goes and he goes right at you. Initiative. Everybody roll for initiative.
If you made fun of him, that's why.
Initiative. 5.
What is it? What's what? Initiative?
Oh.
I have a shitty 14.
Initiative.
I'm about to dodge this motherfucker because I've been waiting for him to attack this whole time.
Mine is 21.
I've been waiting for this motherfucker.
What'd you get?
14. I've been waiting for this motherfucker. I'm waiting for that dodge.
21.
Jeez. I get 5 and you got a 21. 5.
Maverick.
16.
16. Or we start walking around like,
All right. Someone roll for Nick, please.
All right. That's 19 plus 120.
I was waiting for him to attack, so I'm sitting there waiting for my fast movement and
So it's
dodging
20.
his ass. Like,
Yes.
Other
And,
And
value.
yep.
Lily.
7.
7. All right. So the monkey, he gets a little bit of a +2. Yes. So the monkey, he strikes at you.
I was waiting for that shit.
Good. Attack number 1. Alrighty. Does a 21 hit you?
Right on the AC, buddy.
All right, that one won't hit you. Attack number 3. That'll hit you. Attack number 4. And then attack number 5.
Damn.
All right.
Oh,
So-
like 1.
This monkey jumps at you, and he uses like this form of martial arts that you have never seen before. This is like
Drunken monkey.
he's using a form of martial arts involving all 4 limbs and his tail. That's why he's getting 5 hits on you. Each one of them.
Oof.
Well, the 2 arms, they're both going to do 2d6 apiece, but one of the arms missed. And then we're going to do a d8 per
Foot.
foot.
Tail of D4.
Can I get a can I get a d8?
Here you go. Okay.
Thank you. And then the
D4 for the
d4
tail.
for the tail.
It's all him. Which he's a heavy hitter, so.
And then plus his
Oh.
strength, so he's going to
Awful.
get like a +5 on each.
Ooh. I'm
Yeah,
down
like
now.
the
Just on
lowest
this
number.
+5s, I'm dead.
Alrighty.
5, 1, 7, 3, 6.
All right, so we have an 8, and then we have this 7, so that brings us to 15. Then we got 20, and then we have 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So wait, 10. So 41 points of damage.
Damn. -10.
Oh,
Almost
You're
didn't
down?
call him. Yep.
Oh,
remember how he had
I
that?
wasn't healed up because I didn't put it on there.
And he strikes you with. You're able to block one of his hands, but as you block one of his hands,
comes
one
in
of his
his foot.
feet
Yep.
comes right at you. It's like
Plop, plop.
maybe if this one was fully healed, he would be a challenge. Since he did land and his tail blow, he's gonna wrap his tail around your neck. He says,
Yeah, constricting.
"This will be the last time you ever disrespect me." Now,
Who's next?
if any of you come forward, I would be wary. I am not afraid to break your friend's neck.
What happened if I cast hideous laughter on him right now? What do you think might happen?
He'd laughingly,
Put your hand up.
No,
he'd
no,
laughingly break my neck.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But it's okay.
But
It's not
what
okay.
if I suddenly don't exist and cut his tail off?
Give it a shot.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna banish, use my banish thingy, and see if I can get to him and maybe cut his tail off.
All right. You're gonna need a strength check.
Dragon dagger. Strength check.
Because that's a whole lot of tail.
Done.
Mind you, this is your only roll. You can't roll again.
Is it something I can use weapon finesse on or no?
Sure. No, not a strength check.
Oh, okay.
That's only for damage.
Just 10 plus.
Not enough to cut through the tail, but you do slice it with your maneuver. What's the damage you do when you do your thing? Do you
Uh,
have it written down?
Was it a sneak attack with it, or was it a...
Oh yeah, it's 2d6 plus 1 plus that 6d6.
Yeah. So add all that up.
Alright.
So
So,
2d6.
Alright. No, I'm gonna need this.
I let you roll 2d6.
Tag.
Oh.
I'm gonna just grab some. Okay.
I'll tell you what,
2d6.
it's enough to have him release his hold from his neck.
Okay.
Now,
He critical him on the tail. No.
And then
He killed him by cutting his tail off.
Eight.
David, you would have died.
Alright.
you could have if you guys would have acted together. But he's acting before you. He didn't know you were going to do it. If you guys coordinated, you could do a team attack.
Oh, bleed attack.
Because it counts as a sneak attack.
Alright, so
Jesus.
That's why I laughed when he said I'm the heavy hitter. I was like, no,
And-
I'm the buff. We'll just hit it and
You can
go.
only do that once per day, so it's pretty badass.
20,
Because I've got dowsing display, this and that, this
Six.
and that.
Yeah.
30. Exactly 30 damage.
Exactly 30 damage.
Plus your weapons finesse.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can add your weapons finesse to
My
that.
weapons
Which
finesse
is not a
use dex
roll.
on attack
So
rolls.
two.
So what does the dude just add 3?
Add 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 33. You do 33 points, and you kind of target his tails enough to make him release. So the monkey takes 33 points of damage. Ah,
It's a pain in the ass. Isn't it?
I see. Now I know who I'm up against. I'm up against those who've been blessed by Yandala. I will take this a little more seriously. But it is no longer his turn. It is I let you act out of turn also because you're
You snapped your ability.
yeah. So but you are going to be dead last from point on. Relic, you're up.
Alright, using my quick attack to cast his laughter on him.
Go ahead. You don't have to do anything, but what's the will save I have to make on this?
I have to look it up. Do I? Or do I use my
You just use your
Caster level.
it's the caster level and the level of the spell.
caster? Where is that at?
Do you know what kind of level the spell is?
The spell is a level 2.
Level 2 spell, and
You're level 10.
level
Yeah.
2, so it's a 12 plus your intelligence modifier.
That is 4, so 16.
So 16. I have to beat a 16 with his will save, which he has like a 10 in wisdom, so he does beat it. So you
Damn.
cast a spell on him, and he
He's like,
That's funny. If you wanted me to laugh, all you had to do was tell a joke.
Alright, well, that didn't work, so now I'm going to just.
Escape.
I wonder how.
missile.
Yeah, they could just magic missile aim for the dick.
All right, roll for damage. Magic missile.
That is a d6,
No,
right?
magic
That's a
missile's
d6.
It's like, what level are you?
I'm level 10.
It's like 4d4s.
4d4s, okay.
I
2.
think at level 12 it becomes 5d4s.
3. Can I get d4, please?
Each one of those plus 1.
Okay, cool.
So basically a plus 4.
Alright, so there's 2, 5. Okay, so that's 1,
Seven.
3, 2. So it's 2, 4. Like you said, 7 plus 4, so 11.
All right. He's now taking a total of
Wait,
44
what?
points of damage.
Yeah, it's a 1, 2, and 3. So that's 5, 7.
5 plus 2, 7.
Then add in another 4. That's yours.
Magic missile to the penis. He's like, ooh, that tickled my tip.
Oh, he's like, oof, man, that one tickles. Next up is Nick.
Okay. If you have an idea, I was just gonna look and see what he could.
No, you can do something.
He's probably going to try and talk to him first. Calm animal.
Yeah, I feel like that's something Nick might.
Yeah,
do.
me
Calm
too.
animal. He's not going to attack it.
He's like,
Empathy and calm animal
yeah,
at the same
just
time.
kind of guess what Nick would do. He'd probably just be like,
Calm down.
wait, I'm really sorry for my friend. Who are you? I thank you for asking. I am Lord Wukong, the Monkey King.
Monkey stab will steal later.
And that is where we will pause our session. So,
It's Jackie Chan in a monkey suit.
All right.
Does he drop the dirty dirt?
What?
Hey, that dirty dirt.
Oh.
So he uses his action to diplomatize with the monkey king, and he
Hold on.
I'm just glad you didn't say,
King Louis?
yeah.
Hoo, hoo, hoo. I'm Louis. I want to be a man cub.
That's exactly what I thought of too.
I want to be like you.
I like that movie.
Really good movie.
This one's